welcome everybody. My name is Dion. I am your patron of party, your brother in Bacchanal, and your friend in Fiesta. Let's grab a drink. I was told to try these Celsius drinks. They taste like juice pouches. Anyways, we're gonna continue on with this game today. I've come to the realization that I can't voice act. I'm just not good at it, which is fine. As like, but I like playing games. I like the story, so I'm gonna continue this game. I was thinking about, you know, playing something else. But, you know, fuck it. It's not about... It's about doing shit that I love. And, well, I like playing games, so everyone else can suck my... Anyways, hi Pippin, welcome in. I was thinking of a sound alert for first, and I couldn't think of one. But you'll be happy to know the sound effects do work again. So go ahead. I'm playing games with people's hearts. Yes. Yes, I am. Let's continue. Alright. So we are about 13 hours in. I think the game is like... I don't know how long the game is. Boobs? Nice. Thank you for the 30 fucking 5, Pippin? Well, hold on. Damn, son. Nice. Nice. Alright, let's start the day. We're just gonna get through it. We're gonna... Dude, Pippin, honestly... I know I talk a lot of shit to you, but you are a fucking real one, brother. I appreciate you. Oh my god, let's do it. Never mind. The game started off perfect. Let's go. Hey, Innkeeper. Hello. It's been a while since you've been around. A whole week, to be exact. And you already miss me? A little? I do, yeah. I do miss you, actually. Cute. I got my hands on a job. Hands on a job, chat. And my hands on a job over in Diria. Seemed like something relatively easy, but well paid. Oh, or like something too good to be true. Not this time. Apparently the farmer just wanted it done quickly, so she offered a higher than average rate. True, would do that. Sounds like easy money. Yeah, it's never easy money. You know. I could use a drink first. Let's do it. Something to loosen my tongue. Okay. Drain the social energy. If only I get to hear the rest of the story. Sounds like a deal. Let's do it. She is so hot. Like, Jesus. That's not the talking one. Spoken heart. Yeah. Really? Hi, welcome in, guys. Speaking of boobs, Pippin. Let's hope that suits your taste. Your drinks never disappoint. Glad to hear. I can definitely feel the charm coming back to me. I made you a drink, now it's your turn. Tell me about your job. Fine, a deal's a deal. Told you Clint's a farmer, right? She has a large flock of two-headed sheep. Apparently, the darn starfall damaged the barn and somehow managed to break out of the enclosure. Hi, Makers. Welcome in. Look at this hottie, Makers. Jeez. Must be the two brains. Probably. Anyways, they got out right before their shearing appointment, and of course, the farmer needed to get back in time. That's fucking right. Based is all hell, Makers. Based. Especially considering the rumors around Diria at this moment. Seems to be quite the dangerous place nowadays. Apparently, an unusual amount of cattle have been going missing for the past few weeks. The local folks have been keeping a closer eye on their locks and fences. So based, I'm a turkey on T-Gibbs. This is why we're friends. Someone being you. Oh no, I get it. I got it. Like as soon as I saw turkey, I'm like basted. Obviously. I thought to myself, I'm a monster hunter. Handling animals is basically my job. But welcome in. Nice to see you. Oh my god, Makers. You have to tell Painted King about that game Into the Unwell. I was gonna play it today because I was so excited to play it, but when I was setting up last night and I had the title, I had the tags, I had everything set, and I was like, okay, let me start up the game to get the game capture so I don't have to fiddle with it. I started it up. First thing it said was it gave me a trigger warning for suicide and substance abuse, and I was like, sure, yeah, whatever, I'm chill with it. Secondly, it said, shush, this is an early play test. Click OK as like an NDA. And I was like, okay. And the NDA said no streaming, no screenshots, no recording. And I was like, fuck. And then I just played it for like 5 hours last night. It was great. That was exactly the issue. Do you know how stubborn two-headed sheep are? No, I was so excited to play it. I played it, and it's one of those games where I looked at it, I'm like, oh yeah, cool, I'll play for a little bit. And then I looked at the time, I was like, oh shit, it's midnight. Let me guess, they're twice as stubborn as a one-headed sheep? You got it. They're impossible to get moving, impossible to startle. One head might be eating, the other one's always watching you. But you did it, right? I suspect you wouldn't be here if you hadn't finished the job. Absolutely correct, sweetheart. I don't know why she would call me sweetheart, but I want it. I was at my wit's end. She, right? Hell yeah. Bounty hunter, chaotic good. The emperor. Please, if you would, my Sherpa of Tarot, the emperor, is that a chaotic good? I don't know why chaotic good is such a strong alignment. I was at my wit's end. Imagine having fought hundreds and thousands of beasts. And some sheep are the one enemy you can't win against. That sounds like an incredibly humbling experience. It was. Trust me. Emperor is a strong card. She's a strong lady. Look at her. Jeez. But luckily, I got some help. Another adventurer. Saw me struggling and offered her assistance and knowledge. Or should I say, a retired adventurer. Oh. Authority and establish. She can authority me, bro. Like, goddamn. You remember what I always said. The only boots worth licking are on hot goth ladies. Yes, she was very insistent on that label. Some kind of astral finbolt. Must have lost her arm a while ago. Oh no. Back to the sheep. She told me, apparently, one thing gets their full attention. Got any guesses on what magical tool it might be? Shears? Oh, what's up? Clovers. Morning dew covered clovers. I don't know. I feel like she would be very flexible makers. I might be reading that wrong, but I feel like we could make a pretzel. A few will make them follow you every single one of your commands, but someone with experience should know that, innkeeper. Damn, she called you inexperienced. Don't worry, we can work on that. Do you two know each other? Barely. Ha! Oh my god, keep your secrets then. Emperor represents a powerful leader who demands respect and authority. Got it, you got it from me, girl. Status, power, recognition essential to you. You are the most comfortable in leadership role where you command and direct others as a leader. You rule with a firm but fair hand. You have a clear vision of what you want to create. You organize those around you, you manifest your goal. You listen to advice and others, but you prefer to have the final say. Alright. Listen, as long as the final say is right before I tell her my safe word, we in. I wanted to buy her a drink, but she helped. Buy her a drink. She helped me out back there. Don't expect you two to be friends. Honestly, best friends? Nah, I think you got that one wrong, Jade. I'd never befriend someone like him. I have taste. Fair enough. Well, that was unnecessarily rude of you, Una. You didn't even consider my feelings. Consider me sorry. All right, I gotta understand. For the characters adding. Yeah, see, so this is weird because we still haven't added the other girl. 68, she, her, engineer, empress, neutral good. Consider me sorry, Innkeep. Apology accepted. Speaking of taste, what about your drinks? I know you always like experimenting with potions and other suspicious liquids. Hell yeah. Looks like you finally made it, huh? Indeed. I think I got the hang of it. Then what are you waiting for? Your old rival is waiting for a drink. Rival? Preferably one that'll restore my energy. Those sheep made my old bones all wobbly. I don't know, I feel so weak. Gotcha. Let's see what that old magic has to offer. Don't worry, he might not look like it, but his drinks are actually good. Thanks, Jade. You're expending confidence. I'll take that as a compliment, yep. Oh, hi, how are you guys doing today? Pippin, you feeling a little better? You want strength. I guess this one would be the easy option, but let's see if there's anything else. Ooh. Good sailor, defense, shot of charisma, ability to... Who needs common sense anyway? I think sincerity, confidence, persuasive abilities, cares. No, they're not that one. This one. Empress is a good card for creative types. Got it. There was a card that I saw that was very much me. But it was only the upside down interpretation, really. I don't think it was. It's about embracing one's emotions and need to channel them for creation. Hold on, if I could look it up real quick. Forget which card it was. Yeah, reversed. I think it was something, and it was like questioning religion, questioning authority, and all that bullshit. I don't know, you might... I'm trying to get her old bones back together. We got one Riz Lord. I think it might have been a reverse tower. That's all right. Oh, I put the wrong one. I wasn't paying attention. Def, not the tower. Upright or reverse. It was something. It might be the, I don't think it was the hermit. But it was something along those lines. And I think it was after watching, I think it was Major. Yeah, I think it was Major. Because it was one that I kind of already had known about a little bit. So probably Major. One of the more generic ones. Oh, wow. Impressed? Don't get cocky now. You don't have to be shy. You could just admit that I've improved. So, Una, Jade, told me you're retired now. Had enough of adventuring business? I've completed enough quests for at least 2 lifetimes. And yet you decided to help Jade. I think it was the Hierophant. I think so. No, it definitely was. But it was definitely in reverse, because that's the one I saw. 2-headed sheep, not yet. Lucky you. Lucky indeed. I just couldn't watch her. I'll make sure to redeem Taro later in your stream tonight. I just couldn't watch her struggle with those stubborn beasts any longer. But this was a one-time exception. Did the farmer pay accordingly after your morning dew clover's magic trick? Oh, absolutely. She was so happy she gratefully paid both of us. That's good to hear. She even tipped us some gems she supposedly found in her fields. But I'm a Mahita. Maida? I'm a Maida. Hold on. Help, Google. Maida race. Oh, nope. Its most positive form. Hierophant reverse reminds you of your own teacher wisdoms. Some external pull. Oh, yeah, that was the one. I think that was the one, yeah. But I'm a Maida, I have no use for those stones. I don't know what that means. And since I'm retired, I couldn't care less. Fair enough. You wanna give it to me then? So I figured, perfect. Sounds about what you described. Yeah. I wrote it down somewhere. No, I remember writing it too. Because I was like, what the fuck is a Hyro? But yeah, I was thinking of getting that as a tattoo. But I'm like, I'm not super into tarot, so I don't know if I'd want to do that. It means a lot to me. It means a lot, but I'm just like, if I don't know too much about something, I won't get a tattoo of it. But I wouldn't tell that pretentious blonde dragon priestess if I were you. Feels like a blasphemous gift. The tarot girlies would be all over you if you did. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever seen the meme, but it was a meme of a guy saying, I'm gonna get a tattoo of a lamp so all the girls with the death head moth will be flocking to him. I think I know just the right way to use them. Thank you. Glad you like it. Don't mention it. It was a good joke. It's fantastic. Now, we're done here. I can finally go back to crocheting. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's Grandma Hairless. Pippin, it's Grandma Hairless, look. Go back to crocheting for the rest of my life. God damn it. Oh, I get it. The needle's a crochet needle. That's fucking hilarious. Granny Hairless. Didn't get this hook put in for nothing. I was right. Of course, I occasionally gotta rip some youngsters off while playing cards. Oh, yeah, definitely. It is a crochet hook. That's fantastic. I haven't lost a game in a few decades. No needles are for knitting? I said hook, right? Wait a second. Where's that other thing we had? Oh, shit. I remember we had like a hanging spatula. Oh, I think it's on the other side. You said needle. Fuck. I meant hook. I have bad speaking, apparently. Go ahead. You could be mean to me. Everybody else's chat is mean to me. You guys are so nice to me. I don't get it. Or impossible for someone who's playing fair. Do I just have nice people? This is why Google's important. I think your lucky streak will end with me today. I also never lost a game in the last decade. How old is she? $32? I'm not saying that. Oh my god, she can get it so bad. Are you challenging me to a duel? Duel. Whoever loses pays for the next round of drinks. That's the spirit. I like you, bounty hunter, but don't come crying to me when I annihilate you. You wish. Be on your guard, Una. Why? Scared I might lose? Yep. I just know for a fact Jade is not new to cheating. Hey! Whoa, why she gotta be a cheat? Because she's a bounty hunter? That's... classist? What's the thing for job? Jobist? Oh. That is funny. That is funny, makers. I've seen countless mercenaries lose against her. Do you really think I'm that senile? You look it. This will be an easy match, don't you worry. Get enough in your monthly pension to pay for 2 drinks, Una? That's fucking crazy. You know I can hear you both, right? Got cold feet? Keep dreaming. She does look cold-blooded. What race is she? No. What race is she? Astral Sea. Finfolk. Oh, okay, they said it earlier. Oh my god. Alright, who's trying to bang the mountain over here? Yeah, I know. It looks like you're Triton. Bitch, you think I don't know what your shit looks like? Rude. Yeah, who wants to bang the giant? G'day. Oh my god. He's Australian. G'day. No. What? Oh, because the thing's behind him. I have returned, innkeeper. I bet he's a himbo. Sarcastic. I'm sorry, you 22-year-olds have such crazy slang and like shorthand. I have to re-into it. Welcome back, Miss Anwar, and welcome the brave adventurer. Name is Claymore. Oh my god. I don't know what you're tripping, bro. He offered unexpected support during my quest. I'm happy to hear that. I'm gonna do the worst Australian accent ever for this man. The world. Please. What's his deal? Like, oh, he's so cute. 31, barbarian, he, him. Giant Earth Echo, that's cool. See, this is what Leo ate my, oh, that sucks. The world's a very giving card. I bet he's very giving. He's giving that dick. Bras are a lot of money. Trust me, I know. The nice ones are way worse. You don't need to give me the whole thing. Whole Mr. Thing. Just play. It's all right with me. Otherwise, it sounds so formal. It's like talking to one of the graph people. You wouldn't be one of those, Clay. Is it then? Can I offer you both a drink in exchange for the story of how you two met? That would be a fun trade, right, Tia? Oh my god, he calls her Tia. I would be welcome as well. What can I get you? Clay, please go ahead. Oh my. You got a lot of stuff on the menu. Why is his shit shaking? How about one of those drinks with ingredients? I'll make you something with coffee, bro, because you're Australian. You look strong. How about something for those extra for those muscles? That's nice. Let's go with that. Ain't she a beaut? When the world card appears tarot reading, you're glowing with a sense of wholeness, achievement, fulfillment, completion. A long-term project, period, a steady relationship, or career has come in full circle. You are now reveling in the sense of closure, accomplishment. Oh, so this is like completeness. Marriage, the birth of a child, achieving a long-held dream. You have finally accomplished a goal. Oh, that's such a wholesome card. Common. But I do want chocolate. I want to make him something with coffee. Diane, do you wear bras? No, but I bought a lot of them. Not just completeness, but completeness from one's hard work. That's even more wholesome. What the fuck? Yeah. That's the nicest person. I don't even want to date him. I just want good things for him. Muscles. We got Southern Brawler, but I'm gonna give you something special. Yeah. I think one that goes up. That would work, but it's negative in. So we got this one. This one. Perfect. Do it, eat the chocolate. Oh, hey, Hairless, we found you in the game. I trust this man. I trust him too. Eat the chocolate. Pip and Hairless, you missed. Oh yeah, Grandma Hairless. Yeah, there was Grandma Hairless. We'll get to her right now. There's a little lady who crochets. No, not Grandma Diane. All right, so we got that, and we got one of these. The only thing I could say about this game that annoys me is I can't like shift left and right. But that's not a huge thing. Oh yeah, actually no, you can kind of see her over here. See how she has a crochet hook on her hand? It's Grandma Hairless. Try this. It might knock your socks off. Please keep your socks on. Boy, this tastes strong. Like magic-y. But my socks are still on. Still, I love it. You're such a wholesome guy. I only wish the best for you, brother. I'll have to remember for next time. What's it called? Don't worry, I'll remember it for you. She's... Oh, Jesus Christ, Hairless. She's old. Yeah. Or, thank you. Now, Miss Anwar, what would you like? I need some liquid vigilance. Even in here, it's important to stay on your guard. Would this be the right time to relax? There is no such time. Alright, I shall aid you on your divine mission of not falling asleep standing. Or... I was trying to get Hairless to watch that anime that was suggested to you, Horimiya. And she was like, this is confusing. And I'm like, relationships are confusing. Or it was complicated. She's like, this is complicated. I'm like, relationships are complicated. Let's stay on your guard. Physical and spiritual harm. Or... nah, this is better. Okay. We got 1 Riz. Last time I was in a relationship, I was 16, okay? Damn. And it was simple. Relationships are not simple. Well, it was like, this guy likes this girl, and then this girl likes this guy, but he has a crush and doesn't tell her, and it's like, yeah, I get it, honestly. I understand when people are like too bitch made to like say what they want, but honestly, I don't think that you, if you're not willing to risk it, then you don't really like that person. I think, personally. Me and Lim didn't even discuss what color paint our bedroom. We both decided on green without even discussing it. Bought green. Hold on. I'm so happy for you guys, honestly. That's some shit I wish I could have. Cheers to you, makers. Honestly. Cheers. That's as wholesome as I'm ever going to be. So, take that. Anyways. Back to the degeneracy. I'm crying. Fuck you, makers. I could do something with a little less diluted, but you're right. It's delicious. All right, can we get the music back, please? I'm tired of hitting that because I'm trying to get this going. Listen, man, like deep in my heart, I am a romantic, and I do wish for those types of things, and I hope that it comes true someday. I really do, but honestly, it's just not for me. I'm super skeptical, and whatever. Like it is what it is. Underneath all this horny is a big throbbing heart. I'm gonna delete this spot after. Please go ahead. We get some music. This is killing my fucking mood. Thank you. You think I should start with seashells? Aw, that's nice. No, I think some exposition is in order first. As you already know, Innkeeper, I plan on starting my investigation here in Zenith, specifically the local Gaia Temple. As I've been told. Mostly about the wobbling ooze. Ah yes, that was certainly something. Unfortunately, besides the fascinating personal secrets, they had nothing of value to share with me. But fortunately, thanks to your rumors, I was not entirely without lead. Wizard prophecy led me to Dalwell. Or should I say, the Abandoned Isle, or Fairweather. The name changes depending on who you ask. Oh, I didn't know it had so many names. I always just called it Kelpie Island. Why? Because it's shaped like one. Right. Probably the smartest approach. Kelpie Island, or Fairweather, as it names, means very little to me. Its local settlement of the Fae was much more relevant. Low-key embarrassed, but as a kid, my mom never repainted my room from a nursery, so in high school it was a powder pink room. Baby animals on the wall. I renovated several parts of the house, but always insisted she didn't have the money to repaint the tiny one bucket neat. That sucks, bro. That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. They built everything into a giant sequoia that holds onto their portal to Avalon. It was dehumanizing. She kicked me out, and I bounced around a lot. Yeah, I've lived in apartments since... since before I was an adult. So we moved here as the first time we got to... Well, dude, honestly, I'm so happy that you got to. That's why you like Zoo, because his ceiling was the same color as your walls. Yes, it's in the center of the horizon tree. It's beautiful. The Fae themselves are moderately helpful. It was difficult to get them to focus on the severity of the situation. and I'm pretty sure they were preparing some sort of morbid ritual with acorns and stringing up between the rose bushes in asymmetrical shapes. Oh, I always thought those were art projects. Common misconception. It sounds more like they were preparing to charge them for the astral moonlight. For what? If you freeze them, they make for good ice cubes. I make good ice cubes. Do you participate in such practices? Not at the moment. I do. I make good ice cubes. Yeah, Lim conveniently agreed on green with how I grew up kind of shit blue up for no reason. The paint colors. Like paint colors, the end of the world, but when me and Lim green, that's super wholesome, bro. I would agree on green too. Can I move in? God damn it. This is both sides of my personality. Makers being super wholesome and like that kind of like heart eyes motherfucker type shit. And then Hairless interjecting with absolute crazy shit. Those are the two sides of my personality. And I guess that would make sense. Chat reflects the streamer. Did they understand your definition of streams? After some explanation. They told me how just recently an astral humpback whale had rampaged through one of their nearby scouting camps. Just 2 days before, the stars fell. They said it seemed like it was running from something. It was full of seething fury. They also claimed it to be a good sign because it promised adventure. They weren't wrong. If I fit like 4, but you are, yeah, true. Hairless is a whole banana taller than me. It didn't lead us on an adventure. But I didn't know if they hoped it. But I don't know if they'd hope I'd wipe out the entire night sky. Shrimp on the Barbie. No. No one would hope for that. Well, someone clearly did. You know what I get really mad about? I get mad when people are like, how dare you make fun of our national food? Like, motherfucker, how you gonna be mad that I like pizza from Italians and shit? How you gonna be mad that I like gyros from, I forget where gyros come from, or, fucking, what's the one? Shit, the buttered chicken, the Indian food? That's just tits. Greece, gyros, yeah, Greek. I got so mad one day. I went to this place and it was called the Crazy Greek, and I was like, yo, what's your best Greek food? And they were like, sir, we serve hamburgers. I'm like, I hate you, bro. Yeah, buttered chicken. Oh, is it not? Well, I get it from the Indian place by my house that's run by Indian dudes, and they fucking love it. European Indian food, I don't know, man. Those guys make it real good. They said it was their family recipe, so I'm just gonna say, hey. Well, they got me. They weren't wrong, but the sign of change, a pace, is all. Oh wait, hold on. Wait, since this guy showed up, does that mean the game's ending soon? But it's not from India, dude. I want some like fat Indian curry, like just like. Make my fucking nose run Indian curry. It certainly is a sign of being awry, and I was determined to get to the bottom of it. So, naturally, I made my way to the Carapace Beach, and prepared a celestial summoning ritual underneath the astral moon. Like how a lot of Chinese food is from China. Yeah, orange chicken. But it's made to appeal to folks. Yeah. And I will always eat orange chicken. I'm sorry, that shit is the bomb. Also, beef and broccoli is the tits. Oh, 100%. I actually, you know what? For Hairless, I'm gonna eat a piece of chocolate. Ooh. Cheers, Hairless. For the humpback whale, I suppose. What else would I be summoning? I don't fucking know. That you may have wanted Cassiopeia for her input. True. Wow. No. See, if I ever go to a different country, I'm gonna go to some place. I'm gonna ask like locals, yo, where do I get the authentic shit? Like, what is your favorite place to eat? I'm gonna go to their favorite place. I'm gonna be like, what's your best selling thing? And I'm gonna eat it. I don't care. I'll try it. I will give my like, my what's it called? My thing. I'll be like, ayo, I just don't eat fish. Sorry, Japan. I'll eat your yakiniki yakitori all day. Come to New Jersey, they have pickles. Are you in your mind? The realm keepers are sworn to a divine oath of neutrality that prevents them from directly interfering with the simple world of us mortals. The full might of their powers could disrupt the delicate balance of our cosmic design. Right. Sorry, slipped my mind. We do have pickles. My fave Japanese place went under. Dude, no, for real. The best, like, hole-in-the-wall places got fucked during COVID. You're forgiven. As I was preparing the ritual, ridding myself to confront the troublemaker, I suddenly found myself being interrupted by a strange request. That was Mai. I asked her if she needed any more seashells. Did she? I did, actually. Pairing dragon head tritons, and flimmering limpet shells can heighten the dual aspect of the celestial twins. I like how I can read the super fucking, like, $5 words that Zoo puts in his books, but I get fucked up on, like, different races from fantasy worlds. It was a tiny hole in the wall. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. 5 tables. Teriyaki beef. Yo, honestly, it's so basic, but Japanese karage is the fucking so good. Now I want chicken. Therefore, making the connection to the astral sea is more stable. Obviously. I hadn't managed to find the limpet shell, and one happened to be among his offerings. I honestly thought she was decorating the beach, and that she could do with some more color. You weren't wrong in a way. They always had the same waitress, and she always... Oh, that's a real place. That's the real one. Sadly, the shells burned up during the ritual. Oh, sadly, the shells burned up during the ritual. Singed Tia's hands, too. Just a little. Fortunately, I possess a spectacular healing capabilities. Fortunate indeed. Were you collecting seashells for beach decorating or for your own ritual, Clay? I was collecting them for my friends. Oh, God. Green tea, beef teriyaki with a side salad, and spicy tuna roll. Oh, you lost me at spicy tuna. But everything else, hell yeah. Ooh, miso soup. Oh, that would slap so hard right now. At this time of year, the Kelpie Islands are full of sparkling, floating animals in the astral sea. And they love munching on seashells. Do you encounter these creatures a lot? I try to. They're very nice. Clay can talk to animals. Guy's blessing rests upon him. You're full of surprises, bro. Thank you. Though, I'm not always sure why they like talking to me. They tend to disappear sooner or later. Sometimes they come back, but often they don't. My go-to sushi is teriyaki chicken. Or, I really like musubi with no seaweed. Spam musubi with no seaweed. Or the one with the steak on top. I'll eat any sushi. My favorite Asian place had to name rebrand. Dude, spicy miso ramen sounds so good right now. Peanut dressing is pretty tight. I think maybe I accidentally say things that upset them without realizing, and they think I mean to hurt them. I hate it when that happens. True, brother. You mean they just disappeared, like they were never there? Yeah, like they moved on to a different, quieter beach. Or like they returned to the astral sea. I feel like they would tell me if they went back home. Not necessarily. Many Astrian creatures can traverse the plains at will, but they don't always have control over when they return. On many occasions, astral currents pull them back home from when they're ready. And once you're swept up in them, each subsequent journey becomes more and more difficult, or so I've been told. I would have guessed your friends either went home when you weren't there or got pulled back before they had a chance to say goodbye. So you're saying that the sea swallowed them? I like to think my Australian accent is pretty good. Not quite. It's just beckoning them home through celestial hug of sorts. So that means I could just visit them in the astral sea? That would be incredibly undertaking. Traveling between planes is quite hazardous. Is it? Well, echoes of the primordial sea and my family have lived here for quite a while, I think. They must have gotten here somehow. They say it's much simpler to traverse between planes once. But for a long time, it has been almost impossible without complicated, dangerous rituals. Until recently, the astral sea was an impossible way to pass through the barriers. And accessing it requires meticulous planning, not to mention the sea tends to come with more risk than rewards. And your Astrian friends who can choose to leave their plane home on a whim get pulled back by the currents eventually. Imagine what would happen if you went in unprepared. But Fae on Kelpie Island aren't from Gaia either. They told me they haven't lived here for a very long time. Since 5 interplanar portals opened up interplanar travel, Jesus Christ, that's a mouthful, has become a lot more accessible again. At least it has come to the dream planes. But the astral primordial seas, not to mention are finally open to us after all these years. It's a true miracle, witness to our lifetimes. So the portals haven't been there. I didn't know that. Who put them there? Well, it's a very good question. And one that would blow the scope of this conversation beyond its bounds, I would think. Oh, speaking of Makers, I was in Haos's chat last night. It was very nice. He's a sweet dude. Ah! Kill it. Damn. Get fucked, nerd. Yeah, I was in there. He was playing Woowa. You still have to tell me how you summon that whale. You're right. We're getting off track. As Clay and I talked, he told me about his fascinating friendship with the astral creatures. Oh, you said like the slash ban. Has the ability to speak with animals as if they share a language. So you asked him for help? Well, he offered his aid. I certainly could have handled it on my own, but you didn't have to. Right, that. Obviously. Thank you very much, Kay. And in time. He's so nice. So I summed it. The ritual worked exceptionally well. It appeared out of the sky in a wave of concerning darkness. Stars used to accompany them. I mean, there was one star. The whale was even bigger than I had anticipated. Almost as tall as the horizon tree. And in his stomach rested a giant sun, the only star of the night sky whose light had not been extinguished, nestled right in his belly. It was, in a way. Thank you for hitting the bot. The star wasn't the thing to worry about, though. The whale didn't look at all happy about being summoned. Instead, it looked like a wounded animal that was one loud noise away from lashing out. And it looked sick. Its translucent skin was gray, like frozen with coldness, in the highest mountain of the deepest depths. At least these motherfuckers aren't adding me anymore, because that was annoying. I was like, the audacity of these bots. Its eyes were pale, almost blind with no warmth in them. I thought for a brief second, we must fight this beast before it consumes us and everything in its path. But when I looked over at Clay, I saw a deep understanding in his eyes. Like, he wasn't seeing the monster, but a friend. Oh, dude, Clay is wholesome Halsen. Less horny, wholesome Halsen. So I stayed quiet, knowing whatever he knew outweighed my fear. You know what it needed, Clay? Not completely, but I knew the look in its eyes. That feeling when you're so scared, you get angry, when you want to fight, because you're terrified you won't be able to flee. So I kneeled to show it. I didn't mean any harm, and I held out my last conch shell in its hands, in my hands. Later, hairless. It took a moment to overcome the instincts to mistrust, but it picked up the shell and gently ate it. I was talking more about how Halsen's horny. Okay, maybe not wholesome, more pure. I saw the conch freeze as it swallowed. It looked painful. Wanting to comfort the whale, I reached out carefully, put my hands against its cheek. I wanted to know it wasn't alone. All you gotta do is fuck. Big fuck time. I'm sure it needed that. It did. It was so sad. Cried tears of gold and dust. The tears turned to ice before they could hit the ground. It was at that moment I realized its body had been cursed with potent frostbite. I knew it didn't trust me yet, so I did what I previously would not have thought possible. Well, threw a hand on Clay's shoulder. In a magic of your drink, I was able to briefly transfer my magic onto Clay, allowing him to cure it of its disease. He kissed it on the forehead, and the ice burned away, freeing it of its endless chill. It was quite sweet. That's a lucky whale. And one unusual effect of that infusion is that not usually possible. Inspiration is a fickle thing. Such magic is deeply personal and differs from person to person. I always enjoy seeing others imagine support look like. Taya's support was very helpful. I'd hope so. Once it was free of pain, the whale was ready to talk to us. I asked what had happened, and it told me about fighting some sort of evil creature on two legs. Creature on two legs? So is humanoid? We assume. It turns out whales don't care much about our appearances. It cared more about all the things that have been thrown at it. What a mean way to approach a whale. Apparently it swallowed some kind of stone. It could only remember its black and white color. And that it tasted terrible. But I thought, I have a strong digestive thing. It's nothing to worry about. Rookie mistake. The two-legged monster wouldn't stop attacking, and it fled as it could, trying to find its way home. Felt really bad about destroying the camp. I get why. The worst part about being angry is seeing the wreckage you leave behind. Hey, do you ever get angry? No, I'm the embodiment of calmness and self-discipline. Lame. Thank you, I did. Luckily, anger subsided when it found its way back. Oh, I thought it was finally safe, but suddenly, freezing cold again. Don't mind the cold much. I'm from the Highlands, and we get a lot of snow in winter. But the kind of cold it was describing sounded awful. Painful. Inescapable. Like it was freezing from the inside out. The potent frostbite I mentioned, it seems a curse took a hold of the slow spreading throughout the entire body. I tried to keep itself warm by feeding its solar crabs. I'm gonna say my throat. I tried to keep itself warm by eating solar crabs and cosmic squid, but that didn't help much. It just kept getting more scared and angrier and colder. Until its brains were freezing over. I couldn't think of anything else other than the cold. So, in its desperation, it ate the oddest thing it could find. Star. Ooh. Star. A giant one. And it looked deceptively small, contained in its belly. But apparently, it was one of the biggest ones the night sky had to offer. The East Star. It ate Pharaohs, the guiding star of the endless seas. It did. And it helped. Kept the frostbite at bay, even if it did not eradicate it. But as you can imagine, such a massive star disappearing did not have the most desirable effect on the astral sea. Delicate bounce of gravity. You can imagine that. The whale was very confused about what had happened. But it said all the stars around suddenly started to fall and spin out of place. Then it crashed into each other, causing more and more destruction with each passing moment. I didn't understand everything described, but it sounded bad. To label it as bad would be quite the understatement. The falling stars ripped holes in Cassiopeia's wings. To think that just one hungry creature could break the entire balance of the universe. He was hurt and scared. It should have endured instead of hurting others. It was alone. It didn't know all that it would happen. Indeed. Oh, indeed. I don't want to imagine the additional chaos it could have caused. I don't care about the halves. I just care about what we're able to help. Do you also manage to free it from the star's stomach? No. The frostbite may be gone, but the star is put off of it for now. It has become the first new kind of sun humpback whale. And probably the last one too. All the other stars in the astral sea have been snuffed out. We will never be able to see the night sky again, and in turn, the whale must forever live with its guilt, nestled in its stomach. You're right. Some things have forever changed now. That's the point of this disaster. But perhaps the star doesn't stand for shame, but the pride of its survival. We should be sad that most are gone, but happy that one managed to make it through. Besides, we may have lost the night sky's starry companions, but we managed to gain 2 new friends. Even the worst of situations can lead to light sometimes. I like that. You should never be sad about finding new friends. Speaking of new friends, on the way back we ran into a traveling souvenir shop. I bought friendship bracelets for Tia and I with the little whale charms I had. But she didn't want to wear them just yet, so I'm waiting until she's ready. That's very nice of you, right, Tia? They're a hazard for fights. It could get caught on things. Sure, I'm looking forward to seeing how they look with your armor. Got him. Tia also found something on the souvenir shop. She said it reminded her of your tavern. And now, I've seen the person. I agree. Now I'm curious, what is it? Hell yeah. Oh, that's cool. A pretty mosaic. Shopkeeper told us a little bit about it. Supposedly, this piece of art represents new beginnings after a hard-fought battle. Kind of like the rise of the sun hunchback whale. That's fitting. Thank you, Tia. So, I suppose I am. You really are? You're surprisingly competent. Perhaps one might even say I could not have done this entirely without you. If one was to be extreme about it. I think someone like you could have done anything alone if you put your mind to it. But that doesn't mean you should have to. Damn, that's good. I'm always happier when doing difficult things if I have help from other people. True, always help the homies. Always help the homies. Stellar teamwork for you two. Keep it up. Will do. Much more importantly, clearly our quest was not successful. What are you talking about? You cured the sun humpback whale, you found out why the stars fell, you even made new friends. What more could you want? We still haven't the slightest idea what caused all this. True. An angry humanoid figure? But who exactly? We can rule you out, me, and the innkeeper. We can rule out you and me. Ouch. No hard feelings. I believe you're innocent, but sometimes evil hides in plain sight. True. Like the bar guy from Catherine. I understand paranoia is a hard habit to break. Clearly, someone has orchestrated this. It seems too random and methodical to have been an accidental side effect. I must find out what hides in the darkness. If something like this happens again, it could end before the calamity. Yeah, the Stan Lee guy. Of which we've never seen before. Don't worry too much about it, girlie. This is just kind of how Oblivions are. I wouldn't call this just another Oblivion. How often have you ever seen stars fall from the sky? How often have you seen once-in-a-lifetime tragedies, huh? Because I'm getting real fucking sick of them. Happening multiple times in my lifetime. 0 times. I was asleep when it happened, and now that it's over, there go my chance of ever witnessing a supreme meteor shower. You should not wish to witness such horrors. Some horrors are fun to look at. Horrors. Listen, love. When I was your age, I used to worry about stuff like this all the time. This weirdo over here did too. We all did, at one time or another. Wait, how old is Tia? 25. Lawful good, of course. You look like a lawful good. But I know from experience making such a fuss about it won't get you anywhere. These bite-sized calamities are part of the natural order of things. She's a baby. She's older than you. Alright, I'll stop with that joke for like a few days. From chaos to balance, to chaos and back. Balance. Everything switches around in a never-ending cycle. True. Sure, it's good to keep an eye out, but you don't have to give yourself an aneurysm over it. True. Just pick up a quest if it worries you, and follow the natural flow of the universe. That way, if you're lucky, you'll end up retired like me. Such a leisurely attitude only leads to failure. And even then, someone is always going to save the world in the end. And that someone's going to be me. Oh, the youth. Anyway, old enemy got another for drink. Oh, we're enemies? Alright, running dry? Anytime, Una. Are you still running low on energy? How about another strong one? You got it. Sick. Of course the old lady's like, yeah, give me something super strong. I want my vodka on the rocks with the olive Poor Andu's been fucking starving because I don't fuck up these drinks all that much. Or thirsty. Heart. Something strong for our most strong-headed lady I know. Weird way to admit that you've lost every argument against me. True. But this trick is splendid, I'll give you that. That lizard is hella sober, yep. See one of these? Your worries will be washed away with flavor. Good or bad, depends on the day. I find your apathy borders on tragedy. I find your hero complex unsustainable. Oh. Granny, put the claws away, jeez. Remember, kiddo, they don't build those statuses for folks who are alive. Oh, those statues for folks who are alive. Oh, wow. Kinda cooked her. Not gonna lie. Who cares about statues? My purpose is my purpose, and I don't care who immortalizes me. Good rebuttal. No one's purpose is to die, girl. Life is much more meaningful than that. Anyways, my purpose is winning at cards right now. Good luck with your delusions. Kinda cooked her. Don't apologize. She's bitten. It's fine. Tia? Tia, are you dying? No. She was purely speaking in hypothetical. I'm not sure what that means, but he is a himbo. Called it. Yep, himbo. Doesn't sound like it could damage your armor. But you know, maybe we should listen to advice. At least a little bit. My granny always says, with age comes priceless wisdom of mistakes. Himbo radar. I think Grandma's advice would much more helpful, whatever a failed hero has to say. You think retirement is failure? One's post should never be abandoned. If you can still serve this world, you should. Okay, well, retiring is not sure if that's bleak or inspiring. The latter. Maybe. She was right about one thing. The past is full of terrible disasters that were prevented. Which means this too could have been attempted before, if not very successful. Knowledge of something so vile must be scarce and well guarded. Maybe even abandoned. I've never come across anything like this in the Aperture's library. Granted, the Aperture has been standing for a little over 2 decades. No, it's a library that can be vast. Many of the Order's books were relocated to the new stronghold. Oop. But I do believe that we don't currently harbor the knowledge I seek. For other avenues must be explored. What do you consider? We could ask everyone we come across until we find someone who knows something. I forgot to do the accent. My bad. Good idea, but it took far too long. I think we should look for Everbloom Archives. Is that a book club? An ancient one. Everbloom was one of the great 7 Median archives. A guy one to be specific. Hey, that's what our homie is. Legend is that it used to be one on each plane, even Tuat, the planet of the dead. They were once filled with knowledge of their cosmos and grew in size every day, thanks to their fearless archivist. Wait, hold on, we know an archiver. But they fell into the unknown foe and have been lost to time ever since. I believe one of them could hold the answers we seek. Innkeeper, do you perhaps know where I can find an archive? Nope, not much of a librarian, unfortunately. Disappointing. But you can keep an eye out for it, right? You could ask all the scholarly people that pass through here. Yeah, gotcha. I guess we could ask Homegirl. Perhaps you could start by asking the bounty hunter once she's done gambling her money away. You could ask yourself. I would rather not. I'll take that terrible task off your hands then. Why are you being mean to our hot girl over there? I mean, you ate too, but too much bright. You won't need more than a day to take care of this, right? I could do with a little more time. Nonsense. We don't have more time. I need your full commitment to this, innkeeper. This is very short notice. As are disasters typically, hence the vigilance. I shall return fully prepared for a quest tomorrow morning. I guess. In the meantime, you should rest. It'll be ridiculous. I have things to do, people to help, prayers to consult. Uno is right. A good night's sleep would do wonders for you. Probably. I could even offer you some coupons for the beautiful swamp spot. Oh, yeah. Fine. I'll take 1 or 2. Though they won't be put to much use. If I rest now, who will the world have faith in? I shall see you tomorrow. You should really go to the swamp, bro. It's always nice to see the burnout happening in real time. Get fucked, nerd. Don't worry. I'll go with it and make her some soup. Soup always helps me when I have a headache. And it looked like she has a big one. Do you want some soup as well? Yes, please. We'll bring you some tomorrow. Do you have any allergies? Fish. Any cooked soup? Fuck.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes.
I fucking love you guys. Anytime. Then the recipe will be a surprise. Have a superb day. I love him. Clay. I'll take some coupons too. Wonderful. Talking through everything really helped. Thank you. I'm happy to hear that. I hope you held onto those seashells. Catching up with the astral plane might make you feel a little better. Actually, I was thinking I could use the shells to make a friendship bracelets for Tia and I. I just want to carve them in the stars. I think that sometimes you have to make something beautiful out of a thing that hurts you. Otherwise, you're left with anger that has nowhere to go. What the fuck? That was surprisingly deep. Do you like being angry? No. Me neither. But we all get angry sometimes. It's not the most fun, but it's important. Never getting angry doesn't solve anything either. Oh, true. It just makes you smaller and smaller until people no longer see you as someone they need to think about. At least they're not scared of you. Anger doesn't make you any more of a monster than silence makes you a saint. Dude, whoever wrote this, good job. Be a whole person, Clay, and don't be scared of who that is. I'll try and keep a thank you. I hope you find a way back yourself too. Thank you, Clay. Me too. Eh. Perfect. You made my sweet soupy himbo tip. I'm gonna be honest with you, makers. I don't know if you were watching, but he was tearing up literally the whole time. The whole time. Literally every other, like, sentence, he would tear up. He was very emotional. Top of the evening to you. Welcome to my tavern. I was making ramen. Oh, what do my magical eyes see? New faces, new acquaintances? With whom do I have the pleasure today? Oh. No way, a speaking skeleton? Haven't seen one of those in a long while. Hello there. I was making... How incredibly rude of me to leave out my introductions. My name is Scully. Ah, he's so polite as well. You can call me Una, Mr. Scully. Oh, I missed it. And that one over here is my friend Jade. Ah, fellow Mida, but with more skin left. What is a Mida? Did you already help me with this? M-A-I-H-D-A. Mida. Uh-huh. No, not that. Mida are only partially dead. Got it. Jesus. She's partially dead, just like me. Which is immensely difficult, I suppose. Glad to make your acquaintance, Una and her friend Jade. Jade, that's a beautiful necklace you have there. Something about it looks really familiar. Do you think, Scully? I have no clue what you're talking about. It does remind me of Scully in a way. When's the last time you were digging around graves? What are we talking about? The necklace? Never. I think your senses might be deteriorating at your age. Maybe you're nearly terrible as lying as you are winning against me while cheating. Ah, the wonders of friendship. You two seem to get along so well. Oh, absolutely. I think I should be going now. I still have work to do. What a coincidence. I wanted to say the same exact thing. But I wouldn't be as rude to just leave that distinguished gentleman all by himself. I think one of us should definitely stay a little longer. Isn't it cool that both of you have bones made of shimmery gemstones? This is true. I haven't seen another Mida since I woke up. So, anywhere between the 2 weeks and 2 centuries ago. I see it's a match already. Would be a shame if you two were to become... Ah, see, it's a match already. Would be a shame if the two of you were to become friends. Huh? Anyways, see ya. Got him. That was quick. Indeed. I guess the woman of her age knows what she wants. It's Hex. Good mythical morning. It's well past sunset, Hex. I'm a hairless matchmaker. No, she can't bone down him. That might be true, but still. Morning somewhere else, I know. You got it, but today I'm not here to talk to you about primordial magic. Today we're gonna celebrate my sister. Oh, she's cute. Greetings, everyone. Come on in. Okay, so he was the tower, right? Or no, he was... Hex. He was the tower. Oh, he was strength. So what's his sister gonna be, I wonder? Yes, pleased to meet you. Which is why I don't trust that little fucker. Look at him. Look at that face. I don't trust him because he's a little shit. Jade. You can call me Hex. And this is Grace, my little sister. Yes, I know, she's taller than me. You can keep it to yourselves. We're here to celebrate, not to roast. Though some fire might be fun. No fireballs inside Hexagon. If you insist, a fireless party it is then. Maybe the devil if she's a little fucker too. I don't think that we've got her yet, but we will find out. Hierophant. 42? How old is he? 48? No, that's right. I remember. Damn, she looking good for 42. I'm down for a little hag maxing. What race is she? Hold on, that makes sense. Elves are weird. Is she an elf? Yep. Half elf. Okay. My bones are aching for a party. I haven't attended once, and it feels like an eternity. What's the occasion? Yeah. But it could be an aesthetic thing. My wonderfully talented sister successfully defended her wizard doctoral thesis today. Now she can call herself a full-blown Selenite witch. It's not that special, honestly. I beg to differ. That's a majorly big deal. Congrats. I must congratulate you as well. Quite an outstanding achievement indeed. You're all very sweet, thank you. In-game with fantasy races, I guess. I agree with everyone. You should be proud of yourself. How about a drink on the house to celebrate your graduation? X already told me that you're a real magician or magical connoisseur. I would love to taste one of your creations, innkeeper. But I don't know what to pick. Could you recommend something for me? Of course. How about a drink for your wits? Your brain? You must be tired after all that debating with your professors all day. Sounds lovely. My brain could use a little pick-me-up. Coming right up. Just put some cocaine in it. Just throw some cocaine in it. Well, drink focuses intelligence and infused with confidence. Climb their favorite mountain, unsurprisingly. Storytellers and scholars. Got it. No. I was watching a YouTuber yesterday, Makers, and they do they look through like the characters in a game and kind of like go over like the artistry behind it and like if as the character like all about like, oh, does the character make sense in the world? Does it match the aesthetic? And this and that for games that do it really, really well. Like she did a whole thing over like Marvel Rivals and like how they did the characters and then even went through some of the skins. And even the one I was watching yesterday was on Highguard, that game that is currently like in a real fucking hot spot. And the whole time I was like playing games and like watching it, and I was like, I wonder what Makers would think about this. Talking about like silhouettes and how it like plays into the if it fits in the background of the game, or if it like tells what they're about based on like the things that they have like on aesthetically. Like, oh, what is your outfit and like the artistry of that tell about what you do? Does it give off I'm a super soldier, or is it so like muddled in the background that you don't, that like you're like, okay, well, what do you do? I don't know. Like, I think they did one for, or they were talking about Overwatch, and they're like, Tracer has the skin tight suit and this and that, and like the bomber jacket, it's like, oh, that means that Tracer goes fast. and it shows off in the character, that the character design is like harkening back to it, saying, oh yeah, of course, skin tight suit, aerodynamics, bomber jacket, like a fighter pilot. It all makes sense. Yeah, that. I thought you would really dig that. My, this is a delight. See? Told you. He definitely knows his craft. Yeah, I do. Say, innkeeper, do you have a PhD in bartending by any chance? Last time I checked, no, but I do have a lot of experience. Tanks are square. True. Not all healers are round. My favorite healer is not round. Last time I checked. And Overwatch doesn't do round healers. Mostly. Mercy is not round. Mercy is a Coke bottle. Last time I checked, no, but I do have a lot of experience. Took me a while to get the hang of it. I can tell. Your drinks are really tasty. I could easily go for another round of baiting right now. Please don't. They absolutely do. It's not necessarily like, oh, they're circles, but they have softer round shapes. Oh, yeah. Mercy definitely has some round shapes. Oh, identifiably. I read that so off. Oh, yeah. One of the big things that she talks about is the whole silhouette thing. It's like, if you can't tell a silhouette, like what they, like a little bit about them from their silhouette, you fucked up. Is anyone else up for a drink? Nah, not yet. I'm still energized from earlier. Scully, Hex, you two? I'm good. I don't want to steal the show today. I would love a refreshment for these old bones, actually. Perhaps we'll bring the charm of old days. Got it. Yeah, that's something Skin's kind of fucked up and why people get confused. Yeah, one of the things that I saw that was talked about about Marvel Rivals is when they were like, another blonde lady that has like the kind of like Coke-shaped body, which makes it really hard to distinguish who they are at a distance. You want big charm. You feel like a bard, Scully. I'm not gonna lie. No, this one's no. We'll give you this. We'll give you this. I feel like this is you. Hold on. Yep, can't tell the fucking blondes apart. Doesn't help that they all wear blue and white too. Yeah, that was one thing that I saw and I was like, I get it. Like, if there was ever like a solid argument about bad character design, or not bad character design, but confusing character design, that was it. Here you go, a drink for the charming gentleman. Oh, what a lovely taste. It warms my bones inside and out. Should I be worried? Maybe it's an undead thing. Well, Theo, practically, it would be... You're such a little shit. I hate you, Hex. It would be possible for a magical drink to warm some bones. You'd just need you and your wildest dreams, Hexy. Maybe leave those experiments to someone with an actual laboratory for once. You know what's really funny? A lot of people would be like, this girl does not look 42. I actually know a 42-year-old that looks very similar to this. And then there's Luna Snow. Damn. And then there's, I forget her name. What's the purple one? The purple one with the butt. I also think that makeup makes it a lot harder. Makeup is also magic. Also, I think we've just been inundated with extreme ages in media, which makes it harder for us to try engage things, because we engage with media more than we do with regular people, I think. So when we see someone, we're like, oh, that's an old lady. It's like an old lady, like cotton top lady. Whereas like you walk around and you see, yeah, all the plastic surgery media doesn't help. Does not help. Yep, that too. You don't look old. Like, bro, how do you? Usually 30-year-old women look hot. Got him. No, the media sensationalizes youth, and therefore we hearken onto it a lot more. All this talking about studying and degrees brings back some old memories. I was a scholar once. I spent my life as an archivist. Oh wait, hold on. Hey, we can talk to you before, well, my supposedly eternal slumber. I've heard a lot about old archivists, but I've never had a chance to talk to one. I'd already be considered too aged for modeling or acting, for example. But if I was a man, nobody would say anything. I disagree, because Marissa Tomei is fucking rocking it, bro. Marissa Tomei. Well, obviously they're all dead. All of them? Yes. The archives were destroyed years ago. One outline does not break the rule, but let me thirst. Mostly a myth now. Oh, that's quite sad. A lot of knowledge must have gotten lost with them. I guess so. And makers, to be fair, I've loved Marissa Tomei since she was in My Cousin Vinny. Always been killing it, Marissa Tomei. Also, I forget the girl's name, Tilly something. The one who was in Child's Play with Chucky. Wow. If you wouldn't mind, Scully, I'd love to hear more about them. Maybe we can revive some of that old knowledge. Oh, that'd be cool, actually. It would be my pleasure, but sadly, I cannot remember much of my research. I said my peak age would be mid-50s, and EOS would be like... And I'm like... Google Selma Hayek. Oh, Selma Hayek is crazy. Yeah. And plus, Marissa Tomei, Marissa Tomei was the hot tomboy, which is so cool. And I say that in the way that she dresses very idealistic woman, but also has like the grease monkey. But Natalie Portman is a crazy example. And plus, Natalie Portman rap. All those years below ground without sunlight, it doesn't seem good to be good for my memory. I just love women, and I love women too. But since I'm a cis guy, I guess it's not good. I'm not allowed. Whatever. Fucking love women. It's been a few centuries since I've been alive, so I'm not even sure where one would find the archives nowadays. Or the ruins, rather. Do you remember the environment? What? Like, people are like, oh, you're sexualizing women. I'm like, nah, bitch, they beautiful. Look at them. Look at them. They're art. Goddesses. Maybe that could help. And I'm just here to pray. That's it. I'm just here to pray. A little, I believe. I might have even woken up close by. My early memories as a skeleton are quite hazy. During my lifetime, the archives were located deep underground. Gaia's lively blessings were juxtaposed with hostile, lifeless mountain range. or such bottoms. I'm a pleasure giver, you know. They were surrounded by nothing but rocks and boulders as sharp as talons and fangs. Even if you made the mountains, you'd be greeted by either dry steps or poisonous lakes. The liquid on that lake could take a singe that meat right off your bones. Which is funny because I know someone who found that lake once. I remember it as if it was yesterday. That sounds like not the best place to build an important archive stronghold, or it's the best place. I wouldn't necessarily. They say the books and scrolls of the Maiden archives. Oh, hold up. You little bastard didn't come out. They say the books and scrolls of the Maiden archives contain all mysteries around the world and realms around us. Of course, you have to protect that knowledge. It would be a shame if someone if... Anyways. I think I know the place Scully's talking about. Oh? It sounds like Gravelmac, sharp rocks next to a poisonous lake. There's no way the location like that exists twice on this plane at least. Or at least I would have heard of it. I wouldn't recommend going there. I bet it's exceptionally dusty after all these years. Yeah, dude, imagine all the... But think about all those hidden treasures and knowledge left untouched for millennia. That sounds a little too ambitious, even for you. Fine. Your delicate wizard sensibilities wouldn't last a day in Gravelmac anyways. Oh, and you would? Who can say? Anyways, now, I got enough shared secrets of the trade today. Thank you for your reluctant service. Oh no! Boo. What a lovely young lady. She would have made for a great archivist. And a grumpy one. She could be grumpy at me all day, I don't care. I'm sure she just had a long day. I could show her a longer day. I couldn't, I'm sorry. As have I. Honestly, I'm very tired. I'm absolutely sure about that. You should be proud of yourself nonetheless. You seem like the kind of person who downplay your achievements. And getting your actual PhD really isn't something small or insignificant. It's really nothing. I spent a lot of time researching. Defending my thesis were mere formality. Scully and my points still stand. I'm sure your brother would agree with us. Absolutely. Wow, he's being nice. It's crazy. You're all very kind. I really appreciate it. How about we call it a day? It's getting really late. A splendid idea. As I would expect from a witch like you. Seems fair. Hope you get to enjoy the rest of your evening, Innkeeper. I will. Theo, practically. Empty place. New quest. All right, that's actually a good place. I need to go to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Hi, 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 hi. Mine. Thank you all for being here. I really do appreciate every single fucking one of you, even Pippin. I was not going to play this game today because I was kind of like, I feel like I just don't do a lot of like the voices that I like. I feel like visual novels should probably be undead snails, eating crops poses a problem. Drowning people. Great sword. Oh, we should do the Maiden Archives. Capitals wrapped in roots. Flat. Oh, there's 2 Darias. Unusual amount. I think gravel mac. I think that's it. Yeah, I just feel like VNs might not be something I do very often because I just don't think I'm very much like a color commentator kind of person. I love lore and stories, so I'll be doing that. I'm not great at shooter games, but I can make it fun. I will do touch starved. Fully voiced? Yeah, I'm just gonna sit there and thirst. I'm so curious how the story will go. I am too. And how the official voices. Ooh, yeah, that's always true. That's one of the big things about like when things get transferred into movies from books is people are like, that's not how they sounded in my head. Little bitch. Sorry. Play. Blondie. Good morning. Good morning. Play. Did you sleep well? I'm surprised that I can't do a second thing of it took you ages to fall asleep. I was too excited about our adventure. But I rarely sleep well. Happy to hear it. Tia, how'd you sleep? Also, this inn is cute as fuck. I want to live in it. You do. The corner of your room is this. What are you talking about? Yeah, this room is really cool. I had a feeling you'd really like this game. That's one of the reasons I will be honest, makers. This is one of the reasons I still kept playing it, because I was like, mod, homie, help me choose. I respect it. Even if it's not getting like viewership like I wanted to, that's fine. I'm not trying to focus on that. But, you know, I'm always striving to be better. She passed out right after some on the Bobby. She passed out right after having some soup. Maker's Code game, 100%. I hope that Lady Cassiopeia would send me signs of divine mission in my dreams. Did she? Oh yeah, you're supposed to bring a soup. Can you bring a soup? I don't remember. Sounds like you slept well then. Anyhow, I see you had time to prepare a quest. Let's get started. Yeah, let's take it one step at a time. Clay, I was looking. Oh yeah, I was looking forward to Mood, bro. Viewer count are tough. They are. I try not to focus on them, but let's be real. Even if I'm doing this for fun, trying to be better is always something that I want. I hope you like lentils. I do like lentils, actually. I left some with your purple fern. Oh, Andu! I told him to keep an eye on it. Oh no, it's gone. Yep. Yeah, Andu. Thank you for feeding my familiar Clay. Of course. Did you two enjoy your soup? Fuck, we didn't get the soup. Yeah, like I think that people who say I will never focus on it are lying to themselves a little bit. People who focus on it too much are keeping themselves, they're like selling themselves short. Rip soup, 100%. I think that it should always be a balance. Because if you're not looking at numbers, then you're not looking at what's gonna bring you what your viewership is. Like say you specifically do one game and it pops the fuck off. Okay, well, I mean, stay in that genre. Yep, find your niche, you know? Yeah, like you know me, I don't play games because they're popular. I play games because I want to. True. But, I mean, finding your niche is something that you can rely on numbers to help you with. Very much. Clay is a quite talented chef, even though eating it did make me very tired. Besides, popular games have mad people streaming them. Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, been there, done that. And Tia is a very good cooking companion. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's like with anything. Oh, I'm gonna put this in bartender terms for me. Oh, I make good drinks, sure, but people really love my gin drinks. I should probably make some bomb-ass gin drinks. You know, stick to what you're good at. Soup is meant to make you sleepy. Tia, it's soup. I thought soup was meant to stretch out food. I thought that's always what it was. What did you talk about? Friendship bracelets, I hope? Not quite. Many things. Like, it'd be funny to make her niece one of those little dolls that my granny taught me how to make. The ones with the flower dresses and mini axes. I don't have any siblings or cousins, but Tia, she's got a little star lamps for my parents' garden. Is that so? He offered to cook for my family. I can't offer to cook for his. My cooking skills are unimportant. Oh, that bitch can't cook. But I thought if I visit, it would be appropriate to bring some sort of thank you gift. Stop, he's so cute. He is very cute. Look at his eyes. And who wouldn't want some stars in their garden, especially now? That sounds lovely. Have you ever visited the Highlands before? No. And thus far? No, not thus far. Though I've always wanted to. Our snow dragon building competitions are famous. I've never heard of those. Wait, are you from there? Oh. They do sound intriguing. When I was young, one of my favorite stories was the Elysian stories the Elysian told me with the ever-burning flame. It is said to have been a gift from the Leviathan to the first mortals. I like how fantasy always uses the same type of names. Elysian, Leviathan. There were some other ones. There were some other ones that were used, but... along with its bestowed power of elemental manipulation upon its chosen. I vaguely recall there being another version where one of his guardians stole the flame instead. No, yeah, I get that now that I've learned about a little more on like Wizards of the Coast and how they deal with shit. But Like, I always hear like Elvish is copyrighted. Oh, got it. I vaguely recall there being another version where one of the guardians stole a flame. Oh, yeah. See, no. When a guardian, hold on. I vaguely recall there being another version where one of his guardians stole the flame from him instead. That's Prometheus. Blasphemy, hearsay is all that is. We should be thankful for the gifts he had given us. Is that not? It's not just Wizards of the Coast, but yeah, they're bad for it. Oh no, I was just using them as an example. Yeah. There's a lot of like copyright stuff that I think is so stupid. Elvish is copyrighted from Tolkien, so others got it. I've always wanted to pay my respects to the flame, and it just happens to be burning in ancient Temple Highlands. Keeping the hope of Asteria is alive. Gaia is one that I always hear. Also, halflings are called that because hobbits. That I see, but that's also the name of the book. One of the books. So that's like being mad that he copywrote Silmarillion or something, which I'm pretty sure he did. So I'm looking forward to seeing another person sooner rather than later, and the local guide no less. I've never visited before, but I once went to the Autumn Glow Festival in Verica. You can see the temple from there. Autumn Glow Festival, what's it about? I'm sure he can tell you about it another time. Please, let's get back to the quest. You're right, let's continue. Now, the quest. Of course. So I'm assuming you're going together? Unfortunately, I was going to go alone, but Clay insisted on coming. Aww. Actually, no, this would be a cute couple. Big hulking dude who's super nice and can cook. She's pretty and strong. She kind of got a dull personality, I'm not gonna lie. Why is that unfortunate? It's a very dangerous quest. He's not practicing the ways of divine warrior. Holy, I guess? Could you imagine if he tried to befriend some bleak stalkers? That'd make for a fun story, I'd think. But if you really want to do this alone, you could just go by yourself. Who would make her soup then? Exactly. That makes sense. Lawful good, dull, never. True. That's why I think chaotic good is such a fun thing. It's like, yeah, you're doing good. How you go about it? Questionable. Plus, I need to meet those bleak stalkers. I've never seen one before. I can't find out. I can't wait to find out what they like to eat. They'd like to eat you. Only if they're hungry. Could you at least try to be reasonable? I am. Local creatures can be very helpful. I know they can be dangerous too. Of course, it's important to have your guard up so you can defend yourself. Generally, if you approach anything non-violent, they'll like you more. Maybe the innkeeper could give us extra charisma too, so we can convince them to help us out. I could offer you some honey flowers. They can be very inspiring, even to bleak stalkers. I think so. At least I've never tested it out, actually. We could test it for you. Nonsense. We're going with his way. I don't care what you say. We'll need to fight our way through. The name Bleak Stalkers doesn't actually inspire confidence in their hospitality. Not to mention, it could very well be many more dangerous monsters roaming around the abandoned Everbloom. We need to refresh our strength. No. We can help with dragons. No creature should be able to withstand you, no matter how bleak. Citron could be found. Why don't I give you the citron and him the other thing? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I think both of you strategies could work. Strength and citron could fight your way through danger in no time. But the right mix of defense, charisma, and honey flower. Alright, defense and charisma. Yeah, got you. hold on. Let's get to the next. All right. Honeyflower. Defense and charisma. By the way, I have personal gripes on the term honeyflower because any flower can be honeyflower. Defense and charisma. Let's see this. That one looks good. I think I might go with this one. No, I'll go with Frosted Lagoon. Hold on, let's read the description. I think the description helps. Equip to hike snowy mountains. I'd argue those flowers are trap bugs that can... Trap bugs can't be used for honey. So like they imitate to like draw in things. Oh. Like mimics? Kind of? No, that won't work. That's gotta be the one. Like, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Dude, imagine flowers with nectar to attract like hummingbirds and they're like Venus flytraps. Oh, that's terrifying. So I got that. I need one more of this. And a lot of this. Oh. Got it. That exists in some places? That's fucking terrifying. It's gotta be in Australia. Play knows about it. That's such a cool glass, by the way. I'd love to hear the story about befriending those bleak stalkers. Or at least how their teeth were no match against your armor or your pecs. Plus, this worked well for you last time, Tia. Let's hope I'll be lucky again. Fine, I'll trust your judgment, Innkeeper. Good, you should. Thank you for all your help, Innkeeper, but we should get going now. Yeah, just down that bitch. Indeed. Wait, why are you in such a hurry? Yesterday, I met Fable at a farmer's market, and they helped me pick out the right vegetables for soup. And then they invited me to their barbecue on the 31st of Cassiopeia. We need to make it back in time for that. You can always leave early if it takes too long. And what about you? What about me? You're also coming. After work. You'll have to eat. Saving the world's bound to make you hungry. And you might have fun. Who knows? I will consider it. Let's hurry then. Let's. Innkeeper, can you let Fable know we'll be back in time? Of course. I wonder if people can die in this game. That would be tragic. I like all these people. Of course. I'll let them know as soon as they grace my tavern with their presence again. Oh yeah, Grace should know too. Grace. Oh, Grace. I think bringing her famous fortune nuggets. I'll tell her as well. I wish you successful quests. It shall be so. See you soon. Oh, it's this fucking guy. What's your name again? Archie. Oh my god, he's Archie, and he's red hair. Greetings, Innkeeper. Hello, Archie. Good to see you again, kind of. How is it like to be here? Mm, 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 mm. Bum, ba-da-da, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. To anyone new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Dion. I'm your patron party, your brother in Bacchanal, and your friend in Fiesta. Let's grab a drink. I actually have Liquid Death with me today. That's okay. I always try and drink weird shit. And Liquid Death isn't necessarily like weird, but this is the Cherry Obituary. And it's pretty aight. It's always a delight to be here. It makes me feel like I'm part of something bigger already. I'm glad to hear that. Speaking of which, were you able to help the farmers out? That bougie water? Oh, Tricky's on? Oh, okay. Send Tricky my love. Let's see, where's that? Where's that silly fuck? Bang. I got like 2 hours and then I will probably raid out to him. But if you got yeah. Gonna go lurk, watch Tricky play touchdown. No, gotcha. 100%. Yeah. I would expect nothing less. Later, bro. Ah, yes. Talking to Fable was truly inspiring. They were so right. The farmers really had no interest in gold or other riches. So instead, I helped them in reconstructing their land and barn houses. With my own 2 hands. I even got some blisters from it. Remnants of my first ever heroic deed. Very exciting and painful. Now that I think about it, do you have a recipe for a drink that would help me out in this specific situation? I want to be able to help every single farmer with ease. I want to lift the heaviest logs and steel myself for the stubborn splinters. You're right, a drink like that is missing from my recipe book. Let me think of something. Oh, thank you dearly. Steel tonic, got it. When I was making my way to your tavern, I walked past an astounding duo of adventurers. Stunning seraph and a massive half giant. They were utterly impressive. I aspire to be like them someday. It feels like I'm in a book. I've delved headfirst into one of the stories on my bookshelves. Magic and adventures surrounding me with every step. It's all so exciting. But now I'm just daydreaming. Originally, I came here seeking one of your magical drinks. Of course. What would you like? Preferably something that would help me defend myself against devious dangers, like splinters in my hands. The drink I had last time did. Well, I presume it did something, but those splinters were a real nuisance, I'll tell you that. I got you, don't worry. Boop. Let's see, new drink, steel tonic. That looks delicious. So this is gonna need something in it. Not that. Not that. Not that. Maybe that? That would work. That would also work. That would work the best. This. And then we need 2... Get to 2. One up. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Oh, that looks good. Protection against your arch nemesis splinters. Here you go. Ah, I can already feel my skin getting tougher. Helping people grow calluses is my secret party trick. Maybe I should bring my friend here someday. Your drink mixing is magic. Quite. Oh, your friend? Is he from Windmore as well? That is correct. I've known him since we were kids. Mostly due to our parents being of similar wealth and influence. I think we're kind of chosen to be friends. We decided to write each other letters when he's not in Zenith. He's actually kind of in a dire situation right now. You see, he's a diplomat, deeply involved in the whole Dyria mainland negotiations. Due to him nearly getting kidnapped during his last business trip to Dyria, he decided to fire his entire personal security crew. If you ask me, his reaction was a little over the top, but I don't interfere with his decision, so... Now he doesn't seem to have any bodyguards. I would like to help him. Escort buddy. But honestly, I have no clue what I should do. He definitely doesn't need money, just like farmers didn't. He's got more than enough as it is. I mean, if you're brave enough, you could volunteer to be his bodyguard. Splendid idea. I like how you think, innkeeper. I don't know if I'd be strong enough. Even with your magically infused drinks, he'd need more protection than I could offer. Well, I still do that thing with the quest. Well, I still do that thing with the quest. Oh, you're right. I could just hang up a quest on your pinboard. Some brave adventurers are offered to help us out. My friend means the world to me. I would never forgive myself if anything happened to him. So you're looking for the best bodyguard in Zenith? Absolutely. Well, I already have some folks in mind who are quite qualified for the job. Who would we... Rhea, Care? Plays off. Rhea and Care. Do you write a lot? No. Yes. Sometimes. I love to write stories about cunning, courageous adventurers. Somehow they always manage to get out of the most dreadful situations by cheating death multiple times. But that's, well, writing doesn't really fit my image of heroic adventure himself, does it? Why would I dream of other people's journeys if I could live the tales myself? You got a fair point. Also, it's always easier to write about things you've experienced firsthand, true? Absolutely. Oh, I can't wait to see my friend. Oh gosh. I'll be more prepared. Fable also offered to teach me how to use a bow. How could I say no to that enticing offer? Getting taught by Fable, Fable of the Ashen Groves themselves. It's more than I could ever have dreamed of. They also mentioned another friend of theirs, an imposing Bukakan lady named Carolyn. Do you know her by chance? Yes. Okay, I know her quite well. She's quite the local legend. I'm surprised you haven't heard of her. She single-handedly outsmarted a wyvern chimera. That's incredible. The tavern is full of hidden treasures. Everybody ends up at the bar, man. Apparently, Lady Kara is bored because of her newest protege is on a mission and hasn't returned. So she'll be joining my training with Fable. Oh, you're in for a ride. Kara was training Melly, right? How thrilling. I nearly can't contain my excitement. But for now, I think I've got the right words for the job post. Don't worry, assembling quests for the patrons is one of my services. Really? That would be quite helpful. I got you. You'll have the perfect crew of bodyguards for your friend to assemble in no time, trust me. Thank you so much. Also, thank you for the drink. Coming here is always a delightful source of inspiration. I'm always happy to help. Until then, innkeeper. See you next time, adventurer. Oh, who the fuck is this? Okay. Hey, how's it going? Hello, come in. Cute little tavern. I'm not gonna lie, wasn't convinced. For some reason, he has like to me. But the interior is really adorable. I'm glad you're accustomed to more opulent exteriors. For sure. But I do enjoy a cozy feel of a simple tavern. You know, it's good being away from the hustle and bustle of big cities sometimes. Are you new in town? I am. How'd you know? It's been a while since I last saw a phantasm around. Here, that's all. I took a guess. Ah, I see. I came here straight from the capital. Just needed a moment to breathe, you get me? Oh, I do. That's why I settled here, outskirts of Zenith. This town is big enough for me to run out of... This town is big enough for me to never run out of work, but small enough to not feel overwhelmed. Yeah, exactly. So, you run this business in Keep? Correct. Just me, my familiar, and this tavern. Oh, all the regulars that come here, of course. Of course. And with whom do I have the pleasure today? Perhaps one of my next regulars? Who knows, maybe. Name's Voyage, but you can call me Voy. Excuse you. Voy. Got it. What can I do for you today? Well, I mean, a drink would be the way to go, I suppose. Wait, don't tell me you haven't heard of me. Suppose, should I? I'm Voy, the famous bard. Ring any bells? Nope. Well, you have to get to know me then. And what better way than with a fine drink? By the finest innkeeper. You're a real sweet talker, aren't you? I guess I am. Is there something specific you'd like? Nope. Surprise me. Yep. I already know the drink. I already know. Yep. You found... Great for bards. Alright, let's... There you go. There you go. May this drink give you untwistable silver tongue. Oh, that's good. Nearly as good as my musical talent. Okay. I have a feeling this drink might influence your next performance. Will it boost my charisma even further? You'll have to wait and see. Let's just say you might want to come back afterwards and get another drink. Oh, you're teasing me. How about you tell me more about you now? Hold on tight. Hold on tight to your counter, innkeeper, because I'm about to knock your socks off. Bring it on. So right in front of you is the one and only Voy. Traveler of lands, stealer of hearts, and the most famous bard in all of Fasoa. Not only because of his immaculate talent, but also because of his good looks, I might add. I'm fairly impressed. Of course you are. Might have asked for an autograph later then. But what brings you in for... As I said, I need a breath of fresh air. A short break from the big city. Is it hard being famous? Not really, no. Maybe a little sometimes. But making music, performing is my job, and I absolutely love it. Same, bro. So, it's not a big deal, really. It just makes me cherish the quieter moments. Makes sense to me. Would it be cool if I kept your little familiar company a bit? Absolutely, make yourself at home. Nice. Oh, who are you? Hello, traveler. What can I get you? Usually, it's my role to ask, but given the circumstances, I'll humor you. Oh, you're missing some fingers, bro. Well, this is my tavern, and it has come a long way. I love the color of the walls. A new coat? It's been a good year since my last renovation. Yes, I thought it was time to accept change into my life. Thought so. What is life if not constantly changing onto itself? How I miss your endless wisdom, Quincy. I can only imagine, innkeeper. You look like you might need a refreshment. How about a drink? Yeah, long journey? Surprise me with something charismatic in your little establishment. Got you, bro. I don't really like doing the same drinks over and over. We need something with triple Riz. We got the Spoken Heart. We do have the 1,000 Winds. Great for bards and emotionally repressed bards and rangers. I'm gonna do this one. All right, so not that. That'll be 2 to that. I think this will work. Boop. And then we got 1 up. And then 3 to this side. Sunny breeze. There you go. That's a cute one. A good charisma. My specialty. It tastes magical. Seems like you've improved quite a deal since last time. Practice makes perfect, after all. Indeed. So what brings you to this corner of the world? Ah, I'm looking for feathers of a particular little bird. They're said to only reside in this neighborhood, or continent, rather. What bird? The golden loon. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but did you say the golden loon? That's quite a beautiful to behold. If I were you, I'd look for them near the big lake. That's usually where they hang out. But only in Fasoa. Hence why I came all this way. Oh, the plumage of gold, glistening lights of day, and the travelers bold. That would be a very poetic way to greet them. Tell that to the Song of Vigor Guild. They didn't like it? Nah, they don't like anything that isn't mainstream. True. Like subtext. But isn't that what lyrical works are all about? Pouring your heart and soul into something for others to take in? And only if you push away the layers to read between the lines will you find the true meaning. Exactly my thinking. It's just that now I'm afraid that they'd laugh at me. Or remember me as a bard without a heart, because they don't understand. You know, there's nothing wrong with being afraid. Fear can sometimes keep us safe from danger. But something to keep in mind is that fear does not stop death, it stops life. Do you enjoy your art? Yes. And I want others to enjoy it too. For one greatly enjoyed your Golden Loon haiku. Me too. Aw, innkeeper, thank you. You shouldn't base your value on whether people like what you create or not. There will always be those who don't get it, and those who find themselves in it. Do it for you, for the people who appreciate your art, but most importantly, do it for yourself. Based, Quincy. That's one way to look at it. You know, I imagined all this so differently, way easier for sure. Moving from Tregarin to the smallest towns to the big city, I always dreamt of joining the Sove Guild. And then they promptly rejected me, but I'm Voyage. I don't give up because of things like that. I don't need a guild to get out and share my music. All I need is a hag woman. Is that right? I've seen many people spend too much time giving attention to those who will never understand them. My 2 cents, live for what you believe in, and allow others to make their own decisions. That's what I'm doing. Good. But unfortunately, I have to leave now. Gotta find those loons before it gets dark. Was nice having you around, Quincy. Until next time, and don't forget to take care of yourself, innkeeper, and be safe out there, voyage. You too. Later, man. What a nice guy. Yes, he's an old friend. Didn't know you do friends. Perhaps we could be friends too, innkeeper. Calm down. Oh. Maybe one day. Yeah, this is your first day, bro. You need to chill out. Oh, Una. Welcome back. Quick, innkeep. Strongest drink. This is an emergency. What happened? It's absolutely urgent. Relationships are on the line. Not lives. Listen, innkeep. I'll tell you the story, don't worry. But you gotta be patient. Because buyer really needs a drink fast. Yes, please. What do you need? Same as last time. Let's taste again. Got it. Sturdiest tree bark again. Which one was it? Sturdiest tree bark. Well, it wasn't that one. It was probably... It's probably that one. Probably a frosted lagoon. Frosted Lagoon. There you go. My strongest drink to the rescue. Thank you. This is good. Oh, thank the dragons. The pause made me so nervous. Really thought he would mess up. Thank you for having so much faith in me, Una. You're welcome. But Baya, you feeling better now? Yes, at least a little bit. It's good to hear. Please fill me on the situation now. I've never seen you this upset, Baya, and you have to endure the Bloom Tide Festival every year. You're right. So, I have this group of friends. They're all girlfriends. Oh gosh. We 3 have been inseparable for at least a few centuries, but now... Very insensitive to ask an emotional, vulnerable, and sweet girl what's troubling her, innkeeper. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. Okay. How about I tell him what's going on, Baya. So you don't have to strain yourself. Thank you. Yeah, because I hate reading your text. Okay, so Baya over here is a long-lasting group of friends, right? They're a trio, inseparable for the last few hundred years. And they're an adorable trio, might I add. The Swamp Monster, the Banshee, and the Mary Morgan. Oh! Ah, yes, the Mary Morgan. A wrathful spirit that is known to drown men. I've heard she really doesn't differentiate between genders, though. Yes, right. Anyways, Mary Morgan and Banshee are a couple. So I figured. I've been for a while. I call them coming by once or twice. But now, how should I put it? They broke up? Okay. For some reason, the two completely stopped talking to each other. They even refuse to show up to Baya's monthly tea parties, insisting they'll only come if the other isn't invited. Why? I don't know. Looks like they don't like each other anymore. As soon as they won't like me anymore either. It does smell like a breakup. Let's not catastrophize. I don't want my friend group to fall apart. people have always left me. True, brother. But I scare them. I don't want them to leave me too. Okay. I'm sure they won't. Say something, innkeeper. Don't worry, Baya. They've been together for so long, they must have already solved numerous arguments. They'll get through this one. He's right. They've been through worse. But what if he's wrong? What if they do break up? Well, what if they really leave me? I just wish there was something I could do. It's not your relationship. Sorry, bud. If I might add my 2 cents real quick. Hi, I'm Voy, short for Voyage. I'm pretty famous. Yeah. Doesn't ring a bell, sorry. Get fucked, boy. So, Baya is your name, right? Mm-hmm. What's keeping you from getting to know other people? Like, you seem really chill. Well, usually everyone's afraid of me. But the innkeeper has always been nice to me. I trust them. And I've known Una for a while now. Didn't she pick up endangered flowers from your backyard last time you met? Yes. The bouquet was really cute. I know, right? You meet a lot of people when you travel across the lands looking for potential clients and work. And honestly, I've seen stranger creatures than her in my many years of adventuring. Baya is also really cute underneath the moss and kelp. Oh, shush. I mean, you might look a little terrifying, that's true. Maybe you just have to figure out how to get through to people. I'm sure they'd want to be your friends. I don't know about that. They usually try to burn me. Luckily, I don't scare easily or scar easily. What a nice metaphor. Might have to use that in a new song if you don't mind. People hurting you over and over again just because they're afraid. Exes leaving you always manage to get over, but you always manage to get over them. It's not a metaphor. Once every few moons, people surround me with torches and pitchforks. Oh. Well, unfortunate. You don't say, kid. But honestly, I know how you feel. Sometimes facing people is terrifying. You feel so different. But there's always something to love about everyone, like a handsome smile or an enchanting voice. I'm not talking about you, boy. Maybe people would enjoy my spa. You run a spa? That's fantastic. Yes, you should come visit sometimes. Voy is short for voyage. Voy's just fine. Do you want to come to Una? I'd love to, yes. Go to the spa, guys. There's nothing more soothing for this old bones than a nice swamp bath. Hehe. Do you get a lot of customers? No. None. Maybe I can change that. Let me advertise your spa in my next performance. I would love... Oh, this is cool. Thank you. Good bard. What? What are you? What are you? $22 bard, chaotic good. Fuck. And what's her name was also chaotic. Jade was also chaotic good, right? Yeah. Let's get you girlfriends. And keep. Don't you know someone that could help them out? The situation is tricky. They might need a mediator. I can absolutely hang up a request. That would be great. Thank you so much. Of course. Making my patrons happy is part of my job. Now who's the sweet talker? It's in my nature. But now I have to wait, right? Yes, unfortunately. How about you show us around your spa in the meantime? It would be my pleasure. Bye, guys. And once you're back, there'll be a solution for your two friends. No pressure. There's a millennium-long relationship on the line. Remember that. We can wait a couple. I'll see what I can do. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah. See ya. Ooh, almost dropped my soda. Oh, I can't wait to feel the smooth skin after my mud mask. You think you can take my crochet hook with me? Bye. 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 Alright. New quests. Okay. That was a quick one. Uh. Banshee is haunting the lagoon. Mari the Morgan, Banshee. Can I do multiples? Perfect. Diplomat fired his personal guard. Hold on. Let's see. Clerics. Guess. Alderia. And then that's it? Okay, cool. Ow. Let's recalibrate all my shit. Calibrate here. Then we calibrate. Who's sending me messages? Calibrated all my stuff. Sweet. Boop. Alright. Oh, if this is Act 2, then I'm assuming... Please. Millie. The Zoe's best detective duo has returned. Welcome back, Millie and Malachite. John? I'm calling him Aura now. Because he's giving you migraines? No, because it's gloomy aura, of course. I guess. Well then, Millie, Aura, it's good to have you two back in town. I assume you're able to solve the mystery surrounding the missing familiars. Yes. With the help of a trusty assistant, I was able to figure it out. That's remarkable, I have to say. Good thing you went with her, Aura. It was a dangerous mission. Did you encounter a T-Rex? Of course not. We were nearly burned alive. That's not what I would have expected. You must always expect people to double-cross you. I'm glad you both made it back in one piece. I'm curious, what reason behind those vanishing familiars? Do I need to worry about Andrew disappearing too? How about you tell me what happened in Zoford, but only in exchange for 2 free drinks? I can see you're learning a thing or two. First big mission. Or it taught me how to be more cunning. Only the basics. No need to be so humble, you taught her well. What kind of drink would you like, Melly? I want something to polish my investigative detective skills. Make you smarter. Got it. Bring right up. Ugh, this is such a mood of, like, people asking for drinks. I don't know, like, something good. Focuses on intelligence of adventure fused with confidence. Oh, perfect. But let's look at some other ones. Nope. The only 2 options are Peak Sunrise and this guy. Storytellers and Scholars. Nah, it's this one. Alright, so we need something that does... We could do this. we could do this. 2 to that. And then we need 1 Riz. And then 2 of these. One, 2. And then we just need 1 more of these. Yeah. Let's see if we're willing to make the brain cells multiply. Yep. Thank you. Let me try. Okay, this is good. I can already feel I'm going completely unstoppable. Oh no. Oh yes. Initially I wanted to sit this one out, but I might actually need a drink now. It would be my pleasure if it means I get to hear your story. Also, I'm longing for another one of your little secrets. Right, we made a deal. Correct. So, what'll it be today? Maybe something that'll counter her verbal attacks. So the usual. Give me a second, alright? Be right back. You want something. Fence? No, Riz. Big Riz energy. No, I don't want them to avoid I don't want them to avoid unwanted questions. We have 1,000 wins. I'll give you a spoken heart. And we need an infusion, something that goes low. Huh. Now that I think about it, that is just an easier way to do it, isn't it? Okay. I should make things easier for you? Oh. I can see it in his face. Is it that bad? Huh? No, silly, he likes it. You can clearly see it with this scarf moving. Ah, I see? My detective skills aren't half bad after all. You think you could teach me a thing or two sometime? Of course. Then we'll be a trio. The detective, her trusty assistant, and the curious apprentice. I like the sound of that. It's been a while since I've been an apprentice. I don't remember being asked if I wanted to be a part of this. But I couldn't have completed the quest without you. Also, being a detective's trusty assistant is an honorable duty. And I'm glad you came here with me. Of course, couldn't let you walk headfirst into the open maw of a hungry T-Rex. Did you actually encounter a T-Rex? No, don't be silly. For a moment, I thought you just shared one of your many secrets with me. Right, I guess I owe you one of those now. My hair isn't actually black. I know, that's not a secret. I can clearly see the white streak. Anyways. But now, I'm dying to know what happened in Zoford. So, thanks to the golden feathers, we made it to Zoford in the blink of an eye. I don't think I've ever felt that fast in my life. It was like I had the zoomies. Oh. Thanks to your drink, we were able to sneak around the city without attracting too much attention. But those ghosts were the clue we needed. I knew we'd find something on the dock, so we made our way there. He was right. In the dead of night, just hours after we'd left your tavern, we spotted a peculiar dog roaming near the water. We watched as it tried to sneak onto the cargo ship. It behaved weird, undog-like. It hid behind some barrels and kept looking left and right before it started to sneak on board. I'd never seen a dog like that before. It looked like it didn't know how to be a dog. It didn't use its nose or ears. It was just off. So we watched it and noticed the dog was scared away. But my investigative senses were tingling since we started asking around. As detectives do when they want to collect some evidence. A few people said they had also seen some animals' odd behaviors. Most of them thought they had some kind of illness like rabies. Not the rabies, bro. Or they were spirits disguised in animal forms sent by a sea witch. So they stayed away and minded their own business. Not very high-class detective of them, but they made fine for witnesses. Apparently, something like a weekly get-together for all the town familiars. We decided to check it out. And we managed to track down a few participating familiars and get more insight. It was a little tricky since none of them wanted to talk to us at first. I think they were a bit wary of strangers. But also it seems difficult for familiars to speak to the people they don't know. Must have something to do with their magical abilities. But with our combined charm and charisma, I'm pretty sure that's the same thing. Aura and I are finally able to gain trust with one of them. And they told us something strange. They said all those familiars that went missing seemed to have been in contact with one particular magician. Of course, we had to pay the wizard a visit. Preferably when he wasn't home. That sounds like burglary. Finding out his address was child's play. Apparently he's quite popular among the Zopord. It just took Aura a little bit of, well, executed bribery to find the mage's home. Did you take some notes? I did. Prepared myself for the next test. Subject. Innkeeper. I'm excited to see how much you learned. You'll be surprised. Flabbergasted. Gobsmacked. Very well. Your drink really works wonders. I managed to break in without anyone noticing. It was so exciting, we snuck around looking for evidence. Hidden by a ritualistic chamber, something like that. And did you find one? Sadly, no. But we found his office with the door open. Inside were lots of books, different kinds of animals, and familiars. We figured he just loved animals, or just needed something for something else. Knowledge for something else. As any world-class detective would, I also checked his trash can. Yep. And did you find anything? Well, nothing that would help solve the case. But I did find something you'd like between all the shredded paper. It looked like a recipe for a magical drink, just like the ones you serve. Ta-da! Cool. That's very useful. That's what I thought. Silent Owl. Silent Owl, you make the night your own. Accentuated taste, hand-selected spices allow you to become a silhouette lurking in the shadows. A quick sip of this drink will grant you the sight and strength and subtlety of a natural predator. Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Aura and I continued to search for clues. His office also had books in common about common and uncommon diseases in animals. So we kind of had a connection to the reported case of rabies. I thought it was a bit of a stretch. Not that I could change her mind. That wasn't all we found. Next to his desk is a small cupboard were his diaries. They were full of notes and spells that I didn't know. It was transmutational magic. While she studied his diaries, I rummaged through his belongings and scrolls. I had absolutely no clue what it meant, until I found something of interest. Detailed instructions on how to unbind familiars from their services. And I thought thought began to manifest itself in my brain, though I couldn't help grasp it yet. But somehow, my instincts told me I had all the information I needed. I just needed to stitch everything together. Kind of like what I do when I assemble quests for my patrons. Exactly, but right when I tried to get to it, we heard the front door squeak creak as someone entered the house. We tried to hide outside, of course. We hadn't been quick enough with our investigations. And definitely not subtle either. The whole place looked super chaotic. The wizard immediately knew something was off. And a polite and potentially dangerous person on high alert is even more dangerous. So, we had to be on guard. Can you chill, bro? Thank you. Or hid under the table. I had other plans. I managed to jump on the bookshelf and wedge myself right on top of the ceiling. So when I was hidden, and he could see the whole room. Good call. I watched as the magician barged in, but he wasn't alone. He was accompanied by a lizard, a colorful bird, and a two-headed sheep. Not one of those again. Huh? It's nothing. Continue. It was so weird. The bird didn't know how to fly, the lizard walked on two legs, and the sheep's two heads looked in the same direction. Oh! Lizard on two legs. As if they all didn't know how to be real animals, just like the dog from the dogs. But now we had proof. Weird animals were definitely connected with the weird wizard. And as if the wizard noticed something, he stopped and said to the animals, "No, you three get out of here. I don't want you to get in trouble or hurt." I already had my fingers wrapped around the handle of my knife, ready to strike. I'm sure he felt my murderous intent. But it does sound like he cared about those animals. That's what I thought too. As soon as I left the room, I saw him create a ball of flame in his hands. He was ready to strike. And I knew I had to do something. He would have done horrible things to Aura. So I meowed. Like a cat? Uh-huh. Pretended to be a cat. Somehow it worked even though I was wearing clothes. The wizard turned around and saw me on top of the bookshelf. His features turned down, worried to a soft millisecond, and he said, "Oh, a little rascal, how'd you get in here? Did I lock you in? You must be terribly scared." And I was scared, but not for the reason he thought. So I just meowed a second time, as you do when you're pretending to be a cat. And then he said politely, "Would you please come down here? This room isn't a place for cats, but I can offer you a cup of milk instead." And that was a very tempting offer, so, as any cat would, I answered, "No, but I would love some chocolate milk." I kind of forgot. Cats usually don't talk. They usually don't. Needless to say, his face was priceless. But then, his hand started to light up again. I immediately knew she was in danger. I broke every possible rule the Thieves Guild taught me and just hopped up from underneath the table. Very brave, Aura. Don't know if I'd have been so fearless. Well, I had to. The wizard turned around. He was surprised, maybe even scared. He was also ready to fire at me. I saw my life flashing before my eyes. And before I could even think, I yelled, "We know you don't mean any harm. You're just trying to protect those familiars, right?" Apparently I hit a nerve. He stopped right in his tracks. I took advantage of the moment and tried to explain why we're in the home in the first place. I told him everything about the quest, the familiars, the weird dog. Usually I'm not very good with words, but well, your drink definitely did what it was supposed to do. I don't know how, but we managed to de-escalate the situation. He looked panicked. Or that, as if being chased. Maybe he actually expected people to come in after him. Hearing all the clues about Aurora's mouth kind of flipped the switch in my brain, and I could see the truth right in front of me. Suddenly, everything made so much sense. I jumped down from the shelf and began my conclusion. It's clear to me that you, the accused, do not have ill intentions. However, that does not make you innocent. You're still involved in the disappearance of those familiars. She was walking back and forth and gave her speech. Needless to say, the wizard and I were equally confused. You're fond of animals, and as such, also familiars. And while I don't know anything about your magic, I have heard the term transmutational before. Who hasn't, honestly? It's a broadly used term. That right there was a blatant lie. So, I, the world's greatest detective, have concluded you're turning familiars into animals, or at least you're making them look like animals. You were also accompanied by some of those turned familiars, and you cared for their safety. That means they're here for their free will. So by turning them into animals, you did them a favor. They wanted to be transmuted. But now their patrons and their familiars can't reach them anymore. And they're worried. And that something bad happened to them. And that's why they were here. Case closed. Pretty impressive. And you figured this out all by yourself? Yep. The magician was really impressed. I totally hit the nail on the head. I explained again that we were here to just investigate. But it was also necessary for the familiars and their friends of the family to talk to each other. The remaining familiars wanted an explanation. The wizard felt guilty for doing something behind their back, of course. Turns out the familiars were unhappy in their dragon-like bodies and much preferred something like real animals. But they were afraid of telling their patron and familiar friends, so none of their remaining acquaintances knew what happened. Of course, they were expected the worst. Why else would friends just leave you alone, disappear without a trace? Yeah. Obviously, none of them wanted to continue that. So we helped set up a meeting with them to talk it out. And they did. All the magicians were very understanding, if a little sad to lose their connections. The other familiars also welcomed them with open arms, even though they were a little confused at first. They needed a while to understand why their friends wanted to be animals, but I think I got it eventually. This is a bit on the nose. It sounds like a successful quest, absolutely. I'm glad you got to uncover the truth. Me too. Blah, 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 blah. The magicians even decided to give us something in help for the return. Neither of us had use for it, so we wanted you to have it. Don't say that. That makes it sound like it's a bad gift, and it's not. What is it then? The Ring of Beast Storing, with lost familiars inside of it. He found it a while ago, but his patron never showed up. We named it Renew. Millennia can't take care of it, and I have sheepfish, Rufus. But you have Andu, so you already know how to take care of a mini dragon. I absolutely do. Thank you to you very much. Oh, he's so cute. Hell yeah. I need to get back to Rufus. He gets lonely without me sometimes. Or is the you get lonely without him? He's my pet. I need to take care of him. Don't worry. I'm sure Fable did a good job. Oh, that's right. So it's nice to see how much you care for your pet. He's been my only friend since my parents died a long time ago. Oh. Were they also eaten by zombies? No. They were burned alive. by a T-Rex? I remember it as if it was yesterday. It was late afternoon. My parents wanted to visit the adjacent village to buy some grain, but they never returned. I wanted to look for them, but when I got to the village, every house and every barn, even the ground was ablaze. I heard yelling, people screaming, pain, pleading for help, and my parents were nowhere to be found. A few survivors confirmed that they had seen them earlier that day, before the fire. I later found out the perpetrator was the pretentious son of a noble family. He had disagreement with the farmers over some payments, and instead paid a bunch of criminals to set fire to the barn. The fire spread uncontrollably and devoured everything in its path, including innocent lives, just like it did today. That's awful. I'm sorry, Aura. It's alright. I balled up my emotions and combined them into my desire. For a family? Or revenge? Oh, that sounds like a lonely desire, though. And you haven't found any friends since then? No. People at Thieves Guild helped me survive, but they weren't particularly keen on friendship. So I chose the lonely path that was meant for me. That's not very nice of them. But now you have me. And we're best friends now. And accomplices. We could find our own guild. Like a detective's guild. No. Give us a few more quests and we'll be the most famous detectives of all Fasoa. I'm sure of that. Oh shit, what's up, Hex? And good mythical morning to you, Innkeeper. This time, it's actually still morning. But that doesn't mean it also isn't morning somewhere else in the world. It does, actually. It's a really cute hat you're wearing. Thanks. Can I try it on sometime? Only if you tell me your name. Melly. A fellow master of bribery, I see. But there is nothing more you can possibly teach me. A world-class detective doesn't need extra lessons in bribery. So you're a detective. Yes. But a detective in all of Fasoa. Best detective in all of Fasoa, I might add. Millennia, by the way. You can call me Millie. Happy to make your acquaintance, Millie. I'm Hex Hexagon, but you can call me Hex. Like, by your last name? No, Hex isn't short for Hexagon, obviously. Double Hex. As for that grim-looking fellow next to you, Hex you? Possibly? The grouchy-looking one would be my world-class assistant, not by choice. His name is Aura. I'm sure it is, yes. Nice to meet you, Aura. But I think you've gotten enough information out of me. Can I try your hat on now? That's a tricky one. You see the little star pendant on the tip of my hat? Uh-huh. It classifies me as a wizard of the primordial sea. A silver one, might I add, one of Leviathan's most trusted confidants. Ooh. And all the knowledge is directly transmitted transmitted to anyone with a hat like mine. In particular, silver stars like me have access to information that leaked to the masses would break the order of the world. Wow, so you lied. But every silver star has to go through extensive mental training. Such amounts of knowledge would drive any mortal without proper training insane. No. So I can't let you try on my hat without endangering your life. I couldn't forgive myself if I were the reason Fasoa's best detective went mad. You're such a little shit. But you promised. But I, the great detective Millennia, have concluded that you, Hex Hexagon, are nothing but a bad liar. You are a great detective indeed. Honestly, you're pretty convincing, Hex. Thank you. Wait, did you actually believe him? Of course not. I just happen to know a thing or two about the primordial sea. I've read a few books, read some rumors, you know. I really doubt Leviathan would share his precious knowledge to a mere mortal. Nothing against you, Hex. Got me there. I gotta say, you're really convincing. Sure am. Looks like the great detective, like me, never stops learning. Honestly, you could have just told me no, though. I would have revealed my name even without the promising of the magical hat on the line. But it's more fun this way, to lie. You're a little shit. Honestly, it's also a very important skill to master. Whatever you say, detective. But Hex, what brings you here today? Nothing really. I was just longing for another one of your drinks. You know, the kind with flood my head with new ideas. Leave it to me. Got it. Big brain. I don't want to give him the subtlety of a natural predator. Yeah, I think it's just gonna be this one. I love the hourglass aesthetic. Sparking Nebula. Hey. Well, there you go. Should do the trick. Let's see. Oh, I can already feel it. All the ideas manifesting in my brain. Honestly, I don't know if it's a good or bad thing. I guess we'll have to find out. Oh, can you maybe show me a magic trick? Just to test your abilities, I mean. Well, of course I can. I'm glad you asked. You know I'm a master of fire. Oh, then, can you also do fireballs? How about not inside? I wouldn't call fireball magic, more like a full-fledged spell. But I can create 10 tiny flames at the top of my fingertips. Little cute candles. I want to see that. Who's making those noises? I would maybe advise you to play with fire outside. A lot of my ingredients are flammable. You'll miss a really big show then. I think I'll somehow manage to survive. You're lost? Alright, coming as well? I'm good. Alright. Later. See ya. Bye, guys. There. This quest up for the taking? Sure is. Why else would it be hanging on the quest board? Who asked you, thief? Are you going all by yourself? Of course, I don't do groups. Or it can be quite dangerous. Deria seems to be a hot spot for danger at the moment. You want to come with me or what? If so, spit it out, kid. No. Then why'd you ask? There's nothing this great sword can't cleave through by itself. Won't need much help. Cool. They always like that in Keep? Yep. There's not much to talk about. I mean, if you didn't wanna, don't say nothing. You know what they say, actions speak louder than words. Right. But I suspect you don't like to be perceived, so I'll pretend like yours don't tell me nothing. Can you stop psychoanalyzing me? Can you stop being a little bitch? Not like you're right with any of your assumptions. You could always enlighten us. I'll pass, but I wouldn't mind another drink. Same as always? Yeah, something, you know. This fucking guy. gonna give you a sunny breeze. No, I said same as always. Spoken word. I just don't have time to deal with your... You want to be dark and mysterious, but you want to be nice. Just fucking pick a lane, bro. Thanks. That's good enough. Splendid. What about you, Care? I'd like to know more about the Chasmscape. That's part of Diria. I mean, I haven't been there yet. Me neither, actually. Really. Do you think I never leave this tavern? Do you have any special insights that might be useful? Not so much as the situation in Diria itself, but bits and bobs I picked up over the past few days enlightened me. As you might have read, the travel to Diria became a bit of a hazard, collapsing bridges, disappearing animals, and nervous diplomats. It sounds like a haven for bandits, among other things. Either way, I'll get that blue blood to Diria. Of course. How about a drink to aid with the undertaking? I thought you'd never ask. Any wishes? I mean, I can go either way. It depends on what's truly going down in Diria. Timing might be important. Swift, smart. Evasion. That's what you call it. I might have a good infusion. Feather of gold loom. A what? Don't worry about it. Rare waterfowl. Legend has it the wind still resides in its feathers. Intriguing, I suppose, evasion. But I'll be dealing with a diplomat, so... Yeah. Alternatively, I'll have to be possible for ISO. How do you feel about traveling under the blessing of the dragons? I'm all ears. With a little citron, weapon strike would be blessed. That sounds like something my Baba would have chosen. Not that she would have needed it. Alright, let's do the one with citron. I'll be able to... Got it. Let's go with your Baba. Let's really put in for your Baba. Which one's citron? Got it. We need shield and strength. Full shield and some strength. Steel tonic. Steel tonic's a new one too. Steel tonic looks like the one. Yep. Got it. Alright, so we got one swift. Oh. One strong. And we just go all in. Still time. May the dragons guide your way. May they. Oh, shit, I haven't seen you in a while, Rhea. What's up? Diria, some diplomat clown is in need of needs. Some escorting or sorts. Yeah. Ogden crap. I've been meaning to take that one. It's to earn a little bit of coin on the side. Well, I've already committed to it. And what if you tell you that I want the quest? Well, you ain't getting it. Simple. Could you stop me? Do you want me to try? Fight, fight, fight. Come on now, just go together. Who asked you? Exactly. Your conversation's giving me a headache. The solution is easy and it is efficient. Go together. One takes the big bads, the other takes the small ones. Either way, you'd better be better prepared for a fight. Stop it. Stop freaking out, model, please. Thank you. Perfect. And your defense will be better. Listen, I'm looking to buy some materials for an important project. Materials costs have exploded since the stars fell. I wouldn't mind a side gig. You look sturdy. You look like you take a few blows. Sure. Let's do it. Let's meet tonight at the crossroads on Themis. Great. I'll head to my room and start packing. And take a nap too. Those are effective after all, huh? Oh, shush. You're brooding fella, aren't you? Wait. Who do we meet Rhea with? No, Rhea was with Kyle. This is just who I am. I've met fellas like you before. You're all the same. Got 'em. Often you've got the truest hearts of gold. Can we skip the sincerity? My headache is bad enough. Oi, keepin'. Inkeep. Rhea? Kyle keeps talking about fireworks. He's oblivious to what actually happened. Luck's with the fools, they say. For many, it'd be easier if it'd just been fireworks. He keeps blathering about the letter. Oh. Have you opened it? Nope. Do I know what might be inside? Just don't care. At least come up with a better lie. Or you could stop asking. This motherfucker. Asking about what? Nothing. Of course not. I didn't mean to pry or anything, even though I'm very curious by nature. Good for you. I would agree. The Wanderlust is the reason why I've decided to come here. To the Tavern, Zenith, to adventure. Woohoo. Thank you. I've come to inquire whether someone has already embarked on the quest to escort my dear friend Adiria. Very much so. She's sitting right here. Where? Oh, how rude of me, of course. Hello, brave adventurer. Rhea's enough. Hello, brave Rhea. You're the only one who's going to escort my dear friend. Along with care. That one. Oh, Kaelin? Phenomenal. I'm beyond thrilled to learn that my dear friend is going to be capable in such capable hands. Although, I've been wondering. Come on, spit it out. Could I perhaps join in? Totally alright if not, but the diplomat is very dear to me, and it feels like my duty to aid him. Can you fight? Well, I can talk. Very well, in fact. I can fight with my words. Shut up. The wolf would hate it. The sure thing. Come along, lad. I'll show you some tricks. We leave at midnight. Really? How exciting. Come on, let's go. Oh, so you didn't even get a drink. Oh, how the turntables. Me going to a very dangerous, important quest instead of merely reading about it. Seems like you're on the right path for the hero's journey. Indeed, all the stories I'll have when I return and keep her. Can't wait. Farewell. See you soon. Goodbye. See you soon. I hope that quest goes well and they don't run into anything unexpected. Yes. What's on your mind? Are there any open quests left? There's one, but it involves a social conflict resolution. Sure, whatever. I'm taking this. It's a bit too soon to go on another quest. You just got back. I at least have a long rest. Got him. Replenished some resources. I'm good. If you say so. I already paid you with the story today, so get one of those quest drinks. Something with a little more violence. I don't think I'll be doing that. Oh, hi, Fable. Hi, Innkeeper. Hey, Fable. Hi, Mel. Hi. Yeah, never mind. Would you like a drink? Actually, I'm here for the quest. Archie told me there was one left. I wanted to ask if I could take it. Good question, Fable. I see. It's on me to answer it. Aura is thinking of taking the quest. Who's Aura? John, Malachite, that guy. Oh, nice name. Thank you. Are you blushing? Is that blush? But if you're already taking it, I guess I'm too late. I hope you have fun. Oh, why don't you two go together? Together? Is that allowed? Of course, teamwork on venturing is a whole bread and butter. The most heroic deeds are not done alone, right? It would be yes, so you should go on this quest together. Combine your individual strengths and solve any problems better than you could do alone. And you would get to know each other better. In the process, it's a win-win. Aura, what do you think? Would you be okay with that? I guess. Would you? Sounds fun. Cool. It's settled. You'll go together. Got it. If I can ask, what exactly is the quest about? Archie mentioned there was one. It's simple. Baya's worried that the Banshee of the Lonesome Lagoon and Mari the Morgan of the Ashen Grove aren't speaking to each other. Oh, that's actually really good, because you know Mari. She fears the end of their relationship would also be the end of their friendship with them. Baya's friends with Mari? Best friends. Ah. So, when you talk to Mari Morgan and the Banshee, what an opportunity. I always wanted to come face to face with the embodiment of sorrow. Don't you think it's scary? No. You know what's scary? Failing relationships, or relationships at all. Social fights are the most dangerous kind. I find them less scary than wrathful spirits. Seems like together your feels will cancel each other out. I don't know enough about math to dispute that. Speaking of math-ish, how do you want to approach this? This is not an easy task. Must be smart about it. Do you have any of those fey crystals? The ones that fade you into the shadows entirely? Sure do. Good. I suggest you make those with the hefty Servia intelligence. Fey crystals and intelligence. Then we can turn invisible, come up with clever ruse. Maybe. Or maybe it's just how well being invisible. Fair enough. I don't know. I feel like they should talk about their feelings. What their feelings are to never talk to each other again. They should talk about that too. It's not the point of the quest. I think it is. We should face the problem head on instead of trying to find another way around it. I think I could do with another round of charisma for this one. And maybe Thunder Sage? That would help inspire the other people, right? Correct. I'll admit, it works a little differently for everyone, but... Alright, speaking of play, he wanted me to tell you that Tia will make it back in time for your barbecue. Really? That's amazing. Or I should come too. We're going to barbecue at the werewolf settlement on the 31st. It'll be fun. Thank you. Alright. I'll have to get back to Rufus at some point. He'll need his wool cut. Speaking of Rufus, if you're here, Fable, where's the sheepfish? Millennia picked him up. Oh. You should bring him home and spend less time alone. Right. What's wrong? I told her exactly what kind of food to give him in case he gets hungry while we wait for this. I should be making the drink while they're doing this conversation. No, it's fine. He likes her. They're a good match. Anyways, we should hurry to not miss your barbecue. You're right. Innkeeper, can you help us pick the right approach? Either invisible, intelligent, or charismatic and inspiring. Charismatic and inspiring. Which ones were it? Thunder Sage is smart, and Fake Crystal. Oh no, Thunder Sage is out. All right, inspiration. So charisma and Thunder Sage. Now I need a charisma drink, but we're already. Oh, so that would be this, right? No, 3 charisma. That might be it. Sunny Breeze. Sunny Breeze. You are a ranger. So we got one of these. 6. And 3 of these. Sunny Breeze, let's go! I think the direct approach is a better choice. After all, honest communication is important now, right? Would you say so? Very much so. And you? I think honesty is the best approach in any situation, including this one. Agreed. I think the only question left is, where should we start? The Ashen Grove is closer. And you already know where to find Mari Morgan. You do? Yes, I've encountered her before. She'll remember you. Useful. I hope not. Last time she tried to drown me. Oh, I see. It's pretty embarrassing. I know the Banshee too. The way to the Banshee too. It might be smarter to start with the one further away, work backwards and all. That makes sense. Let's do that. I agree with you, Aura. Good, but we should be prepared first. The journey won't be easy. You're right. We should leave tomorrow morning. We should. Okay. Wonderful. Glad to know you'll actually rest between quests, alright? If I must. You went on a quest with Melly, right? How was that? Fine. Reminded me of my parents. Are they well? They're dead. Okay, calm down. Burned to death. I'm sorry, that's horrible. That's life. It shouldn't be. How old were you when you lost them? 7. Oh, wow. That must have been really scary. It was. Fine. It doesn't sound fine. When I was 7, I ran into a vine-spiked boar while searching for friendly rocks. It chased me through the forest for almost an entire hour. First, I thought I was going to die. Then I was sure I was never going to step foot outside again. But they found me crying. My family hugged me tightly, and they dried up my tears. And when I sat in my room frozen in fear, we danced and played board games. Until I forgot I was even scared. That is... You guys are literally honey and salt. I can't imagine not having that. I can. It was. Please don't say fine. Scary. Really scary. I waited at home by myself for 2 full days. I thought the shadows were going to eat me at some point. And when I finally was brave enough to leave, it was too late. You know, it wasn't your fault, right? I know I never want to feel that scared again. But it's fine, because I fixed it. Fixed it? How? By taking revenge on the fucker who caused the death. Popular approach these days? Did that make you feel any better? Yeah, sure. It was a natural part of my journey. Following the path of darkness, it was my destiny. Misery is nobody's destiny. He's right. You shouldn't confine yourself to sadness just because it wasn't what you're used to. Besides, the innkeeper always says you can choose your own destiny. And decide your own destiny to bring those two lovebirds back together, at least for now. I need to go prepare for a treacherous journey ahead. You should let Millennia know you're leaving. She'll be worried senseless otherwise. Let her know you'll be back. I might not be. Don't be like your Yeah, fuck, Aura. Whatever. Time to go. That was a little brutal, innkeeper. Do you think I should go after them? I think sometimes we need a bit of time to feel our feelings by ourselves. Why am I getting therapisted in front of other people? That's... no, right? Give them a moment. You'll have plenty of time there when you're trying to play matchmaker for the undead. Right, we have to do that. Which is fine. I'll be fine. Mari Morgan probably doesn't even remember me. And if she does, I could just run or hide or cry. No matter what, you won't be alone. I can't tell how afraid I am. It'll be so embarrassing. If you want to be there for him, you should also let him know you're scared. It's only fair. I don't want to burden him with my problems. Being a burden every once in a while, while being a part of a wonderful spirit, is being loved. Your friends appreciate it when you trust them enough to let them help you. Because when you care for people, you're willing to put in a little work and make them smile. But you already know all this, don't you? I do. But it's just much harder to keep in mind when it comes to myself. True. You have to try anyways, bro. I don't know what else to do. Just keep going. Change doesn't happen overnight, nor is it a straight line. You can just follow into some magical end. We never stop growing into better versions of ourselves. There's no shame in that. I hope one day I'll grow into a version of myself that I could like. That version of you already exists, right here in front of me. All you have to do is love them. I don't think I'm ready for that yet. You don't have to punish yourself for still having room to grow. You're already enough. Don't join the voices of the people who made you feel like you're not. You're right. I'm harder on myself than I'm harder on anyone else. If someone acted like this towards me, my friends, I'd be mad. And you're my friends, so please be nicer to Fable. They deserve it. I'll try. Thank you, Innkeeper. Anytime. Can I stay for a little longer? I think I need a bit more time before I face my fears. Always, Fable. Thank you. Sick. Morning. It's not morning. Did I sleep that long? No. It's still the same day. Ah. That makes more sense. Morning, Elfie. Not morning. How'd you sleep? Soundly. Feels like I haven't slept in, well, ages. Archie said you're going on a quest. Yeah, Real be escorting some rich fucker to Daria. Be a little nicer. He's Archie's friend. Sorry, we'll be scouting some rich idiot to Daria. He's Archie's friend, I see. That's why he was so excited. Because his friend's leaving? Must have been craving some real peace and quiet. Oh no, he's excited because they get to travel together. What? He said he's coming along. Since when? Rhea invited him? Great. Is it too late to back out? Yes. Fine. But I'll need another drink. Fair. That would be rather difficult. I already gave you a drink tailored to your quest. Boost shouldn't be mixed irresponsibly. So I'm just supposed to deal with the headache myself? Yep. Very helpful. Thank you. You're welcome, Karen. Do you think something exciting will happen on your quest? We'll see. I've got a good feeling about it. You reckon I'm gonna meet another guardian? Maybe. That would be fun, right? What kind would you meet up this time? Not sure. I feel like I already met one I was looking for. What could be greater than tricking a wyvern chimera? You're right. I think that means it's time to befriend the realm keepers now. Wouldn't that be something? Which one would you like to meet the most? Gaia. Can't think of a greater honor than that, you know? Gaia as well. But I would pick someone else for balance. Cassiopeia, maybe? I hope she's doing well. Maybe I'd give her a hug right now. You'd be the type to give a dragon hug. What do you mean? I think you're very lovely. Something like that. So, fellow dragon enjoyer, who would you pick? No repeats. Why? You like snakes? I do. They're elemental magic and swimming in chaos. What was that last one? Swimming? Right. I suspect your quest will have its merits if you don't meet any of the realm's keepers. That's true, but I bet you and Rhea will have a lot to talk about, and you can teach Archie more about adventuring. I'm not sure about that. You're a great teacher. I've learned so much from you already just by being your friend. Like how you say what I really mean. I'm still working on it, obviously, but I feel so much better when I'm being honest about what I want. You've been getting a lot better at it. Thank you. And Melly loves practicing with you too. And Melly loves practicing with you too. She says she wants Rhea to build a greatsword out of her. So, a regular sized dagger. Teaching someone how to hold a sword is one thing. Guts, bravery, that's something else. Not sure I can teach Archie something. I'm still practicing myself. You can always practice together. Yeah, speaking of practice, you going on a quest too, Elfie? I am. Aura, I'm just ignoring. I'm just going to fix the Banshee and Mario Morgan's relationship. Is that a sneaky twister name, or? It is. And you ain't scared of Mario Morgan? Only a little. Maybe a lottle. Do you think she's gonna drown me, or do you think the Banshee will? Maybe they'll reunite with teamwork and drown me. Probably not. I think you'll probably find some wacky as heck solution no person of history dragonkind has ever thought of. Like being kind or whatever. True, that is something you would fucking do. I'd like that. And if all else fails, you'll always go insane in the air echo by your side, pull you out of the water. Got an insane air echo. Oh, that's right. He is an air echo, isn't he? Yep. He is sane. Is he? Well, mostly. I think he's sad. Sadness can make people feel a lot of things. Feel anger or nothing at all. Anything isn't sadness. It's easy to lose yourself in that, but there's always a way out if you're looking. You're taking that sheepfish along? Maybe. I think that might let him stay with Melinia, so he's not alone. Or is he at risk of losing him? Probably both. Not a bad idea. Would hate for her to be all alone while you two go chasing ghosts. Maybe I could send Grace over check up on her. Or Hex. Not Hex. No. Yeah, no. Guess if you're going with whatever the Drake's name is, you'll finally be able to ask him for a cheesecake recipe. Cheesecake recipe? Millennium mentioned he has a good one. I thought he could somehow show me how to make it. Sounds like a great idea. Shit. Ask him. You can use my kitchen if you want. Really? That'd be amazing. I'd bring my cousin a souvenir. Hands off my trinkets. I ain't the air echo. I'll get something from the market or the elf settlement. Maybe I'll bring them something back from her farm. Elfie? You mentioned you're, planting some ghost berries. Either way, I'll stop by. I don't want to risk her to turn into a werewolf and a moving house. No, but seriously, if any more of my family members turn into a dragon-forsaken werewolves, I'll be joining the Van Helsings. I still don't know if they kill werewolves. Werewolves don't care. Do you think I could come with you when you go? I mean, I could gather the ghost berries myself, and I know a lot about snails. And the snails would love you. Have to agree, you probably make a chaotic mess, but a fun chaotic mess. Yeah. Seems like you guys did end up forming a party after all. Shut up. Okay. Anyway, it's late. I think I should get back to the settlement and get some rest. Phelan, will you come with me? We can stop by the werewolf settlement and say hi to Dragon. Ain't sure I got any tips for you in return, but listen to your worrying anyways. Yeah, you're good at that. Do you want to come too, Innkeeper? I'm afraid I do. Yeah, it doesn't well in civilization or alone. Especially not alone. Fucking Duke-coded. But I'll be eagerly waiting your stories. Well, we'll return with plenty. I'm counting on it. Good night, Care. Good night, Fable. Good night. Good night. That was a lot of reading. Ow! Flip. Okay, so that's the end of that. 13th of Astral Mood. Interlude. Okay. Tomorrow's probably gonna be the last day to stream this. Or Monday. But I'm gonna be off for Saturday, Sunday. I'm working. And then I will... be doing Crystal Theater of Idols. And when I do that, we shall see where it goes. I love that I tried to do like a themed thing for Valentine's Day, but obviously visual novels really aren't doing it. So, I mean, it's all about like trying to grow as a person, as a streamer. Unstable? What the fuck are you talking about, bro? My shit is stable as all hell. But thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it. I will keep updates in my Twitch or my Discord and probably my socials. So thank you for showing up. We're gonna raid Tricky. We're gonna raid Tricky. Where's he at? There he is. Alright. That's gonna be all from me, guys. I do appreciate you, and I hope you all live a lush life. Goodbye.